working diligently to bring you the program scheduled for this channel at this time. We expect to restore the show shortly. Please stand by. Or please use what we expect to be a brief outage to explore some of the other great shows on Sirius XM. Check back in a minute. We expect to bring you the show regularly.
Because you know very little, except for you knew that you had was it a great-grandmother that was, you believe, a Native American or great-great?
Great-grandmother on my father's side. That's what my father always told me.
Well, we will find out. And remember, if you're not Indian, the bet is you have to shave your head. And we will laugh every day over that one. It is a lovely time of the year. These magic couple weeks that we get. You know, winter lasts 37 weeks. Summer is a good 9. Spring is about 2.5 weeks. And you're looking at about a 3-week autumn. So enjoy it if you're in the Northeast and in the Midwest. And the rest of the country, I guess, just act like you always act.
Every day is sunny.
Yeah, every day is sunny like you lived in Philadelphia. I'll be at Poughkeepsie, and as I stated yesterday, limited tickets left, as they put it on Laugh It Up. Limited tickets left for the King of Radio. Which,
Your Highness.
Yes, that's a name that will not catch on.
That's laughitup.net, laughitup.net for tickets to Ron performing at Laugh It Up Comedy Club in Poughkeepsie, New York tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Very, very limited tickets there. Vito, I'm going to let you kick off the show today. What's on your minds?
I was flipping through the channels last night, and
really? You watching TV all night?
Just watching TV all night, and The Outsiders was on, and I've never seen the movie because when I read the book in like 8th grade, it was the first book I ever read like in school that I was like, oh, I could like a book a teacher tells me.
Yeah,
to
that
read.
crushed me when I was a kid too, man. When you read that,
Yeah. The first book I ever cried, like I never cried reading a book, and I didn't even think that could be a thing.
There was a book, and it had to be a little kid's book, and it was about Robin Hood, but it was told from the vantage point of, was there like a guy named Scarlet or something as part of his fucking gang?
Yeah, it
was like a side fucking character.
Yeah.
And fucking Robin Hood died in it. And I was like in 4th or 5th grade. I'm like, what? And I have no idea what this book was. It was aimed at it. But the first, as they would call it, chapter book, I had to be, I don't know, 6th or 7th grade. And I read a separate piece. That fucking killed me too. That made me feel like, holy shit, they got more of these? You know what I mean? Are there more chapter books a person can read?
The first that got me was Fahrenheit 451 because I like science fiction, like Twilight Zone, and then like I started like, and then I found like that book, and then that book was like, oh my god, and it was dark at the beginning.
Yeah, it's dark all throughout it. Before I read Fahrenheit, I had read An Illustrated Man. Did you ever read that one?
I read that later as an adult. I read that.
So that's like a group of short stories tied together through this weird thing of like this dude who's just fucking catching trains or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like half a hobo, and he meets this guy like that is just tattooed all over his body, and he ends up saying like a witch gave him these tattoos, and he's gonna fucking catch him, and, you know. And the whole point was, if you looked at those tattoos, they would start to move, and you would be cast in this story. And I always remember the first story was The Velt, which was basically like a VR thing, except for it starts to become real. And I had never even heard of virtual reality. Nobody had it. It was a room that you went into and you were in Africa. That's where he was going, and there was a lion kind of stalking you, and it ended up becoming like it could come through there. And then another one I think Elton John ripped off because I think it was called Rocket Man.
Yeah, it was called. Yeah, it was one of the other stories.
Yeah.
It was that was reading that as an adult was great. And then another book I read as a kid was a YA novel. I don't know if they were called that then, but it was The Giver, which I read over and over. And they gave that to me in school, I think, to read. I read it over and over and over again, and I was so excited for the movie to come out. and the movie was so bad.
But you would have been a grown up because The Giver, as a movie, came out just a couple years ago.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, but I was still excited for it because I read the book so many times as a kid, and I'm like, this is awful.
I think you read it as an adult.
Did you have to do summer reading, like the list you get?
Summer school reading I had to do. That's where I read Jaws.
I got this book, Motherless Brooklyn.
I love that book.
Dude, I got it for summer reading, and I remember I was like, just pissed I had to read a book over the summer, and I opened it, and then I remember just not leaving my house for the day because I couldnn't put it down.
That is going to be made into a movie soon.
Yeah, Edward Norton's been like trying to do it for years.
10 years.
Yeah,
I think. I'm going to guess Earl's. Soul on Ice.
I read it several times.
Yeah.
There were two. Being a big baseball fan, Reggie wrote a book. He wrote a diary about the '74 season. And and I loved and I found it like used paperback. And it just gives you that whole insight into the A's machine and how much they hated Charlie Finley. And
that was a better team than the Yankees that he won with later. I mean, they were a juggernaut, fucking unbelievable,
a total juggernaut. And it was it goes like 70. I think it's 73 into part of the 74, and he goes chapter and verse on how Dick Williams got fired even though he won the World Series.
Did you ever read Ball 4?
Yeah.
Now, the thing about that is, like, they said, it was going to ruin baseball, especially for kids' eyes, because they're doing fucking pills and they're banging fucking chicks and everything. And all I wanted to be at the end of that fucking game was a ball player. I'm like, this is so much better than I thought it would be.
So fun.
I got that special edition book, and it was called it was Ball 4, and then he wrote like a new epilogue for it.
Ball 5 or something that he did after. Yeah, I read that too. It was a little more disappointing.
And it had all these quotes from players, like
how much they hated him.
My favorite one, I think, was Pete Rose. He said he's standing on top of the dugout screaming at him. And I think the quote was, "Fuck you, Shakespeare."
Anyone who wrote or read a book in baseball needed to be mocked.
Keith Hernandez did one of those like game by game things, and I read it in high school. It was the '85 season, and I remember halfway through getting mad that he didn't bring up any of the Coke stuff. Yeah, because that's all I wanted to hear about.
He's always been pretty quiet about the Coke stuff. It's everybody else talking. You know what I mean? He's just like, hey, whatever.
I certainly yelled at him before when I was outside the Mets fucking playoff game. I think I was like, let's get some bumps, Keith. Something really
That's a good one,
really
man.
Smart.
That's a good one.
I think the other book was it The Hound of the Baskervilles by Arthur Conan Doyle.
Right.
Because I like
the same guy who wrote Sherlock Holmes.
It was a Sherlock Holmes mystery. And I read that thing over. I think I read it 4 times over a summer. It was just fascinating to me. Just the whole thought process behind Sherlock Holmes.
I'm trying to think of any of those fucking and Chris is right. They didn't call them YA books or whatever. And here's one. I think it was called The Other Side of the Mountain. It was about a fucking kid who goes up in the mountains to live by himself. And, the whole fucking year was going by. And when you're like little, you know what I mean? You just want that kind of fucking freedom, you know? Any of those kind of books would always surprise me about how much they could transport you, you know?
They did, the Post or Daily News did a thing when I was a kid where they, over the summer, every week, you could get a new book for free. And it was like Robinson Crusoe.
Oh, yeah. That was a fucking Lord of the Flies
yeah.
When you're a kid. Because that's your fucking dream.
Yeah. And reading those was just like, I was excited every week for the new book that they were putting out for free.
Well, the thing about Lord of the Flies is it literally is like, you read it from you're non-sexual at that age. But just like Separate Peace, when you get older, you're like, oh, is that like homoerotic? You know what I mean? Like the fact that these kids are so close together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have that boy love for each other. Like you're not fucking thinking sexual, but it is that thing. And when you're older, you're like, oh, that whole thing. They were really close. Really fucking close. I'm not like fucking Shakespeare over here reading Agatha Christie and trying to figure out what's going on.
Agatha Christie, I read that as an adult, and I was like, this isn't fucking.
Was that in play form?
No,
No.
they were
Okay.
novels.
I'm thinking about something. I'm thinking about Scarlet.
I always thought Agatha Christie was somewhat of a cunt. I didn't think she fucking made it fucking like make sense at the end of it. You know, you couldn't fucking figure it out. It was too stupid.
Like the big, like Seven Little Indians. I think they changed
Fucking
the name.
hated that one.
That's when they're all going to the island, and it's like a murder mystery.
Yeah, like nobody can leave and all this, and then you find out you've been fucking duped.
And I heard about this fucking story for so long, and then they get to the end, and it's fucking awful. It's so bad. But the fucking old man who orchestrated everything.
Yeah, fucking stupid.
Fuck her.
That's where I learned the fucking term red herring.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't ever want to read another fucking thing with a red herring in it again.
It's just frustrating.
Tale of Two Cities made me almost give up on books forever. I remember reading Tale of Two Cities in high school and being furious at it. Just like reading a book and being like, I don't understand what's happening.
You know what it's about, right? It's Minneapolis and fucking what is the other one?
St.
Duluth?
Paul.
St. Paul.
I got to go back then. I thought it was about something completely different.
When you heard about like the Twin Cities when you were a fucking kid, you're like, that must be amazing. Two cities right up against. It's fucking not even as big as Brooklyn and Manhattan.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, it
The
is.
whole gimmick.
It is.
I think
They're just fucking grasping for straws.
I think in junior high I read an Executionist song by Norman Mailer.
Oh yeah. That's a fucking.
It's a long book, but it's pretty.
Well, all Mailer's shit was fucking great to me. You know what I mean? Like, because he was like, you know, like in his own book, and he was always really drunk and not fucking making any amends for it whatsoever. Like, he would tell you how bad he fucked up, and I'm like, what? Well, is he going to try to pull out of this so he can stop acting this way?
So
Reading a long book as a kid felt really fucking, because like if getting at the end of like a 500-page book, it was like the biggest accomplishment.
Oh yeah. And it was really hard when you're a kid not to just jump to the end. You had to fucking force yourself not to fucking just jump into it.
I'd immediately check like I wouldn't try not to read the end, but see how many pages it is, just to, and see what kind of type it was. Just be like, oh man, this is really condensed. It's only 200 pages, but Jesus Christ, let's get some fucking double spacing in here, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, I was a weird reader. The stuff oh my God. I remember I think my 6th grade teacher hated me.
Yeah.
because I tried to tackle, was it Nixon's memoirs?
Oh, yeah? Well,
Yeah.
why was that a problem?
She hated Nixon.
but
she
that's-
channeled her hate on Nixon onto me. He's like, I can't believe you're reading this. And I'm like, it just, I was like, you're starting to get into politics. And you're
Oh,
like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's fascinating.
He was the only guy that quit. I'm like, okay, what was in his head? What? I'm like, and I was just, I mean, it was another long book because he basically dominates 20th century politics.
Well, the, you know, that thing of how bad a book can affect you, and like when Vito was bringing up that thing, but To Kill a Mockingbird when you're a kid, and I've never gone back and read it again, and I fucking want to. I think they're doing a play.
Yeah.
He's on Broadway.
Yeah, I forget who.
It's a good cast.
Who's writing it? No, it's fucking not Jeff Goldblum, but that other fucking guy.
Oh, I was thinking about
It's a fucking blonde guy that was so
Jeff-
mean to Deborah Winger.
Jeff Daniels.
Thank you. I never fucking forgave him.
I was thinking about, didn't Denzel do a play last year?
He does a play almost like every 2 years.
Oh, really? I gotta
Yeah.
go to that.
Yeah, well, it's fucking tough to get tickets to him. And they say if you think he's a good actor, go see him in the fucking theater. But yeah, he does, for a guy who is as big as star as he is, he'll take fucking 9 months off to do a
I
play.
had no idea. The first time I heard it was last year when he did that.
I think he's done it 3 or 4 times in the last.
He did
15?
Fences.
I saw Fences when it was on HBO or something. It's not the same thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but
you don't have that same feeling as in a theater.
I think he did Fences. He did did he Iceman come in?
Yeah, that's the one he did last year that I was thinking of.
That seems like it's porn.
I would get that and Death of a Salesman confused for some reason, even though it's
Fucking love that.
Yeah, when I read that, I fucking like, oh my god.
You read a play like that? You read the play?
I think we read the play in class. Yeah,
I was having trouble reading plays in class, like, because the teacher always tried to like make it fun and be like, all right, you be this person.
Yeah,
you.
and some moron can barely read in your class. This fucking He was a really good fucking friend of mine. I'm not going to say his name. And then when the teacher wanted you to fucking read, he would always raise his fucking hand. And he was like, what, you know what I mean? He was fucking Simple Jack. And everyone would fucking like yell at him. And he goes, how am I going to fucking learn if I can't keep trying? Like he was like, he wouldn't give up. Like we were in high school. This motherfucker still read. Like it was fucking disappearing ink. And I would just fucking laugh my ass off every time. He would not give in and say that he wouldn't read. They would yell at the teacher and shit. That was my favorite fucking thing to happen.
Tennessee Williams was like a tough.
The Tennessee Williams stuff is like Gail pointed this out to me because people are always like, oh, you know, he writes great women, and she was like, feels just the opposite, and that every one of his stars was more like. I don't want to say cross-dresser, but, you know, it's one of those fucking when men play women, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just way over the top with it and shit. I'll get her to explain it when we come back. But once she pointed out to me, I was fucked.
That's all you can fucking say.
Yeah, because, you know, all I got out of it was Brando fucking screaming in the fucking street. I loved it. I was crazy about that.
The tank top.
Tank top. Ooh,
Sexy, right?
yeah. Listen to Sacagawea going for it there.
There was a Cat in the Hot Tin Roof was always a...
Yeah, Cat in the Hot Tin Roof. You know, the first time I saw it as a movie, I had no idea that fucking dude was gay. It wasn't until like years later, I'm like, oh, that's the big fucking problem. And that's how all these characters in Tennessee Williams are all secretly gay.
Well, I also like Holden Caulfield. I didn't realize that. I guess the teacher was trying to bang him at the end.
I didn't fucking pick up on that.
Someone told me that. Someone said that.
Somebody's fucking with you.
Yeah,
Man.
they're fucking with me, right?
Somebody's fucking with Simple Jack.
Because I was like, wait, what? The teacher was gay and trying to... What? No. I never went back to read it again.
That's like that New York fucking thing, and every kid, I don't know why, but wants to be Holden Caulfield at a certain age or thinks they're Holden Caulfield.
Yeah. And like it's the story, I could watch like the shittiest version of the story. Like I watched that Jared Leto where he's like the John Lennon, Mark David Chapman, and they kind of like did it like Catcher in the Rye, where it was like him in New York doing Catcher in the Rye type stuff.
I could not. I still can't watch that. That's how fucking much I love John Lennon and how fucking destroyed I was when he got killed.
I couldn't imagine. Like, it's weird stuff like that I've only seen in history that I know, like, obviously people were alive for is insane to me.
Well, I remember because Elvis had died a couple of years ago, and to quote Earl's favorite fucking hip hop group, it didn't mean shit to me. You know what I mean? I felt like, oh, well, he was an old man. He's fat, you know, because he was like 42 or something. I don't know what he was. He was in his fucking 40s.
He was 42.
But when John Lennon died just a few years later, you know, that was the rock star from when I was a kid. And I didn't fucking get over that shit. That was the first time that, like, a celebrity died and it felt like a family member died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the weird thing was the night that he died, I remember sitting up all night listening to Philadelphia radio and like 3:00 in the morning, and they were just opening phones, right? And it really ended up being like the kind of radio that I ended up working in. You know what I mean? It was like fucking talk radio, but it wasn't about politics, you know?
Yeah. NEW did the same thing. They just like, let's just have everyone openly grieve and like just open up the phones and just let it, whatever happens.
Wasn't there talk about doing that as a movie, that it would have been the story of John Lennon getting killed told from NEW's point of view?
Yeah. Bruce Sibnofsky, who passed away, he had a meeting with all of the jocks who were on the air that night. I went to that meeting because I was working on the NEW archive, and I found the tapes, like a scope tape, like a highlights reel. So I brought the thing over, and they had everyone except, obviously Scott was already gone, and he explained what the movie was about. rolled it out, and Gandolfini was going to play Muni.
Oh, that's right. That's exactly how I heard the story.
Yeah, Gandolfini was going to play Muni, and that he had just gotten his production deal with HBO, and that was going to be his first production.
I bet because Gandolfini had that experience of fucking listening to that station all night.
Yeah, and that was the whole story. It was like, okay, we're going to have a bunch of characters reacting to Lennon's death, and the station was kind of like a Greek chorus in a way. It kept going back to the station and how those guys were dealing with it. And they said, I mean, obviously I wasn't there, but the place became like a central station. Like everyone went back to the station. Like no one went home. No one, it was like everyone just went to the station. They went, sat in with people, and everyone kind of grieved collectively on that night.
Well, I remember people were in front of the Dakota all night and singing and shit like that. I mean, they showed that stuff.
And everyone drifted to the park, Central Park.
Well, that's because of Strawberry Fields.
No, Strawberry Fields came out of that because for some reason...
Wait, there wasn't... Oh, that doesn't even make sense.
They had a vigil in the park on this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I remember people were pissed because they cut away from football. Here in New York, they cut away from football to show the vigil, and it was only like a couple of minutes, but people were pissed.
That's all it takes.
People were pissed because we cut away from the Giants game.
Is that where the visual where the art piece on the floor in the park was?
Yeah, that would be because it's right across from the Dakota. But yeah, I heard Bill Murray telling the story about that because he went there. You know what I mean? He just walked out in the middle of it, and I heard him talking on, I don't know, maybe it was a Charlie Rose or something, just about how moving it was to be with people who felt the same way,
Yeah, the vigil was pretty heavy. It was,
yeah.
And again, the park, everyone just kind of drifted to the park, in the middle of the park. I don't know how many people there were that day, but
40. Which I thought it was going to be more.
A little light.
Yeah.
What time of year was that?
December.
December. It was during Monday Night Football. Howard Cosell fucking announced it on Monday Night Football. And I was watching the game because everybody watched that fucking game. And I forget what I was doing. I went to take a piss or something. And the phone rings and my brother was calling from California. He goes, did you fucking hear that? And I'm like, what? He goes, you have the game on? I'm going, yeah. And he's like, John Lennon is dead. And you were just like, what? It's like, it felt like when you were a kid, like something that couldn't even happen.
Yeah.
To hear about, someone that, like, literally because I was a little kid when the Beatles were big. I mean, like a real little kid. It almost felt like that guy was related to you. He was always my favorite fucking Beatle by far. And that was like the one whose solo music that I got into because he was fucking crazy and all, the Plastic Ono Band and shit. It was like my first time moving into something above pop music. And it was just something you couldn't comprehend.
I had no idea it was announced on Monday Night Football. That's
Howard fucking Cosell said it. It was so surreal. And when he said it, there was no CNN or anything. There was nowhere to go for the news. You just heard news, and then you had to wait.
Yeah, you had to wait until 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
For your local news affiliate.
And they didn't have shit. I mean, they were local.
Yeah.
So, that's why I was saying I sat up all night listening to the radio because people were, bringing up stories that they had heard from somebody, and then people were just doing their own personal connection. But people were just fucking bawling, just fucking crying all night long. All the people on the phone were just fucking like they heard a parent had died. You know what I mean? It was like, from a radio point of view, it was unfucking believable. And they would take just like a bunch of songs, go into like a Beatles song or a John Lennon song, and then that would just crush you. You know what I'm saying? Like you would just fucking hear that and realize that it was gone. I'm trying to explain to you, Vita. I imagine if Bieber, I guess.
No.
Had choked on a burrito that he ate. Remember when you got fucking fooled by that? Yeah. You fucking dope.
Fucking
I was ready to start eating burritos sideways, just like my hero.
You love that dude, huh?
Yeah, I mean, how could you not like him? Bieber fever. That was the best year of my life.
You know that I never heard that term until this second.
Fever.
Yeah,
It doesn't even fucking rhyme.
I don't know why that thing picked up.
It should be Bieber fever.
I remember when Barry White died on July 4th, they played his music all night on Kiss FM, and now every July 4th, I can't not listen to Barry White. Like every July 4th, I just have to fucking listen to
You
Barry.
got an OCD, dude.
It's weird, but it's because I equate because like the fireworks are going off, and I'm hearing Barry White that night. And like the quotes, like my stepdad is like is crushed by it, and he just keeps going. Man, I remember one time he came out on New Year's, and they said Barry White, the only man so cool he could wear a leather jacket in the summer, and it just like stuck with me. Like it just that whole night, and now every July 4th, I need to listen to like a few Barry White songs.
It's so odd.
Really strange.
You're fucking.
It doesn't
weird
match
kid.
at all to anybody else, but to me, it makes perfect sense.
Stepdad was a little weird too.
Well, because he liked Barry White,
I mean, he liked him a lot.
he liked Kiss FM.
It's all he listened to, apparently.
Actually, it wasn't. 100% Kiss FM was the only station that was in the car.
Why would you bring up this when Chris has lost every member of his family?
Thank you. And he brings up I never had a stepdad, stepmom. I got
You
nothing.
barely had.
You fucking prick.
Your mom never dated after your dad died?
No, never even considered it, as far as I know.
What are you calling my mom a whore?
I'm saying your mom, she got around again. That's all.
Good for her.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
She's living a life. She's having fun whatever she does.
Yeah.
I saw her at Skankfest. She was fucking.
She was hammered.
Well, her friend was drunker than her, man.
Oh, yeah.
But it was really funny to see your mom hanging out and you weren't there.
My mom was having a great night out,
Yeah.
drinking, having fun, and I was working at children's birthday party.
It was just like, you don't normally, like, because I was like, hey, where's Vito? Like, you brought her.
No, she was like, I really want to go to Skankfest. And I was like, just before you go, like, I just want to give you a heads up. What's going to go down at Skankfest? She was like, I'm fine.
Yeah, she was fine, man. And everybody was being nice and having fun with her, too. She's great, man. Your mom's great.
Yeah, she had a good time. She
Went to Studio 54. She's probably seen a lot worse.
Yeah.
Or heard all
Take a shot.
It was
Train!
What are you trying to say?
Why you make me like that?
She
No
can't
one
get
ever
enough.
says that about your mom.
She didn't go to Studio.
Whoa, now we're judging. Now we're fucking judging her all.
I'm not judging at all.
It sounds like a judgmental
Yeah,
thing.
like
oh,
your mom's the good mom.
My mom never went to Studio 54.
No, I'm just saying. Hey, if you want to go to Studio 54, fine.
It's close. Oh, you're fucking high and mighty today, aren't you, Earl?
Yeah.
Your
Well,
mom went to church. My mom went to clubs. What?
You got to remember something. He's 25% Native American.
Oh, okay, I can't get
Or
mad.
maybe 12.5%. I don't know how that works, but it's a great. You should be somewhere. Now, where do you think your people come from in Africa? Because that's always interesting to me.
I can begin to put that together. Like this, the U.S. part alone is hard to fathom.
But as far as you know, like you don't know of any family member who emigrated like on their own.
Not that I
You
know.
got to
no.
figure somewhere there were slaves in your.
Yes, I would not be surprised at all if there was a slavery chain.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, unless
There's
you
that.
knew somebody who came here, that had to be it. You know what I mean? Like, why would a black person come to this country before, let's say, I don't know, 1968, 1969?
That's a good number, actually. Like, hey, let's go to the U.S.
Yeah, before that, you're like, oh, I don't know.
let's go to Puerto Rico. Or
Well, I
something.
mean, you never hear about black people coming from any specific country other than the islands. Like maybe you got island people
Probably.
in your background.
Yeah, I'm again wouldn't be surprised if there's like Jamaica or I don't know Haiti. I don't know.
It'd be interesting if we see some Haiti in there.
It's Dominican.
That could be the Native American because there were like Indians there.
Yeah, there was Indians. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm psyched to find out at least that percentage, and then.
But the other weird thing is like, if you were on the other side of Africa, you probably didn't have to worry about slavery. You know what I mean? Like if you were on the eastern side of Africa, right? Because it seemed like all the ships left from the west.
Yeah, I'm just trying to picture a map of Africa. Yeah, but
But I don't think people like from Kenya were fucking pulled into slavery, you know? But what you didn't want to be on was on the beaches on the west side. You know? That was an easy snatch.
Yeah.
But we're going to find out very soon what Earl is. And you only find out, like, the generalization. You don't get names or anything.
No,
like
no.
that.
Just get general, like, areas and sometimes countries from where you're from.
Yeah.
Like, you have to, like, input, like, names and whatever, like, from your own family. And then you start figuring out. But just, like, from just the DNA, but they will tell you, like, broken down by percentage, what countries and what areas you're from.
Just a spit.
You just spill a little bit, yeah.
All right. We will break back. This is Bennington. It's that funky sound of the Bennington Show. Happy Friday, everybody. You know?
Working for the weekend.
Everybody's working for the weekend. Am I right, guys?
Gotta get that time off.
A little weekend celebration we do here every week. Take this job and shove it.
That's what I live for.
Me too, man.
Right?
Oh, God. I'm going to be drinking a lot of whiskey.
Just pounding it. Gotta get those first 4 days.
I know. We got to get into it. Just wash this week away. I'm going to do some Coke, too. I'm going to do some Coke and drink whiskey.
Get some bumps on, yeah.
I'm going to eat a bunch of pills, too.
All right.
I'm going to eat enough to die. You know, I just want to just relax for the weekend. I'm dealing in Oxycontin now.
No,
you know?
really? No.
Yeah, so much fun.
Can I buy some for the
Oh,
weekend?
sure you can.
I don't think you
can't
guys
wait.
should talk about this.
Hey, what's with you two fucking sports?
Oh, no, I'm all for it. I'm not like Earl telling you to stop.
You know, come on.
I'm cool.
You're with Earl.
I'm cool,
That's
guys.
the
I'm not
nerd
with
table
Earl.
over there. Chris, did you check out the nerd table?
Oh, hey, check out Four Eyes over there being a geek nerd.
Hey, hold on. I wear glasses.
Oh, not you.
I need them for reading and long distance now. Looks like the old eyes are dying. I got a non-Eagles weekend. I take that as a win. The way the season's going. You guys do not. I'll just say this. Chris Stanley, for a while, was obsessed with betting, talking about football, and you seem to have dropped it.
I've fallen off a little bit, Ron, from the NFL.
Then there's a show you need to watch every day called Get Up.
Damn it, I didn't even know about this.
They're breaking down everything on ESPN. Good thing we got rid of Sports Center.
Yeah, and it seems like, and like if you watch the games, there's so many empty seats. It's ridiculous across the NFL.
I thought it was better this year. I thought it was up a little bit.
No, it's down again, and it's just pointed out every weekend. Like, look at all the empty seats.
Who's pointing it out to you?
Breitbart mostly. They seem to have a little axe to grind against the NFL.
Yeah, that whole problem they have with that Colin Kaepernick.
They don't like him at all.
He knelt down on a vet or something. I don't know. I don't know the whole thing because I'm having trouble with my computer.
I believe it was a flag, if I remember correctly.
No.
You had a premise about this, didn't you, Vito?
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys...
Yes, all of us guys together.
If all you guys,
Yeah.
I thought we could put our heads together and figure out what way the NFL could possibly get more fans into the game.
Have you been asked by the league? Have you?
The league came to me and they said, "Hey, man, we heard that Ocean Wall thing, and we thought you were onto something." So,
wow, you never forget your ocean wall.
so what ways do you guys think the NFL could?
All of us guys?
Guys.
This is, by the way, this is something we call guy talk. We're able to do guy talk before Gail comes back. Guy talk. Well, first of all, I don't consider it my concerns. I get the same entertainment value as if the place was packed or empty. I don't know why some people worry about who's selling enough jerseys and, you know, who's getting all this. But quite frankly, you got two problems. Number one, these are very expensive seats now.
Yeah.
And when I was a young kid, everyone, no matter who they were, could afford to go to a sporting event. You know what I mean? It wasn't something, you know, it wasn't that far probably above, you know, movie prices. You know, it was something people could go do. A matter of fact, when I was a kid, I mean, my friends would be like, let's just run up to a ball game. You know what I mean? And everybody would, but no one was like, "Oh my God, I can't make that commitment." So, now, I'm not talking about football. I was talking about baseball there. So the seats are too expensive for people that aren't willing to cut into their fucking spending money. And the second thing is, these stadiums are just TV studios now. It is literally a TV studio. So I would say, instead of even bringing the prices down, because, just think when we built big stadiums, it was the only way to see a football game. You know what I mean? You could see a football game or listen on the radio. Once TV came around, it was a preferable way to watch the game, but the prices were still affordable, so people went to the games because it's fun to be at a game. So you either have to knock these things down to be about, 20,000 fucking seats of rich people. I guess you would make just all fucking suites that people could eat and drink and make their business decisions in there, because that's what that's who they cater to. So fuck it. Take out all the people, and it's just that. Or you could just bring the prices down. I don't know why a team isn't happy enough to say, we make so much money off TV, we'll just have crazy fans there.
You have to cut the prices in half and then implement something that if you're not there by the fucking start of the game, then your seats are then up for sale.
Wow, you went really hard.
Yeah, really hard. Because look, if you're not there at the fucking,
but I don't. What you're saying, I doubt is legal. I'm gonna doubt that you could go and take someone's assets away.
Put some fine print on it.
Fine print's not going to help you when you take this case to court. And they're literally going to have hundreds of thousands of cases every week that I got there 10 minutes late because it was your fault because of the security at the gate.
That's what they have to do, whether it's legal or not, because otherwise all these seats are just going to fucking waste.
But then you could just cause traffic on the freeway, and then you could take somebody's seat.
No, you're coming off with the perfect crime right now.
This is a conspiracy theory now.
But none of us have been to a football game in a long time.
I've been to a football game in like 15 years.
I've never been to one at all.
Is that right?
Never been to an NFL game.
The only way I'll go now is if I go in someone's suite. You know what I mean? That's the only way to see a fucking game. I don't want to be out there with a puking riff. It's very annoying to go to a football game.
Yeah, it's the worst live sport. The view is terrible.
It's cold.
It's cold. It's just a giant. Also, they don't make the stadiums appealing at all. Like other sports, like baseball's done a great job with making their stadiums a fun place to go.
I hate that.
I
want to watch a ball game. I don't want to go down a fucking water slide.
I like it with baseball because it makes me want to visit different stadiums.
But that's stupid. That's like saying that you want to go to the fucking mega mall or something. Baseball should be enough to support itself.
Yeah, the baseball stadiums, they've made it a point to where every seat has a good sight line. I don't know if football has.
Well, you can't do
you
that.
Tell that to the people in Boston.
It's impossible to give football a good sight line because no matter what, you're going to be on the opposite end of the action unless you're sitting on the 50-yard line.
Even by the time that they started to put the giant TVs in, they knew that it was a better TV sport than it is a live sport. It's the truth. You can sit at your house and enjoy it more. What I find to be funny, too, is that people are willing to travel to see their team, particularly if they have a winning team, because they're making it a fun, drunk weekend.
I know somebody who just flew to London for the Eagles game, but I know she hasn't been to Philly all year for the game, but she was like,
right, because she's got a trip to London, and then she runs into people from Philly, and I don't know, I guess probably has sex with them.
Do they still do blackouts where I know they used to do a thing where if a certain amount of seats aren't sold in the stadium, the game doesn't get shown on TV?
Well, I think that the most of these things are sold and people don't show up. It's a great question. When I lived in Tampa in the 80s, those games were blacked out all the time, and no one cared. No one cared. And always somebody would come along, like if they were close and there was like 5,000 seats, a supermarket would buy it and fucking give the things out to, orphan kids or fucking drug addict kids or whatever you do, which is nice. That's a nice thing to do.
You can see a game.
Yeah, they can see a fucking game. Down there, you're sweating. and there's just giant bugs crawling all over you.
God.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun game.
And I think that's the other problem is the extreme weather. So if you have the West Coast teams, it's too hot, or the Florida teams.
But half the fucking stadiums are indoors, and I fucking hate indoors. Like, I thought when Minnesota was a freezing outside place when I was a kid, I thought that was fantastic. And I wanted to watch the games to see fucking drunk guys with no shirts on. It was 10 degrees below, and they had drawn a fucking Viking helmet on their big fat belly. You know what I mean? Like, that whole home field advantage. But I don't like sitting in a dome.
Yeah, because
I hate it
all the noise is contained, and
it's just stupid. It's fake. You're living in a fake environment.
It doesn't look natural. Like, the field looks weird. Like,
it is weird.
It has a weird color. It looks fucking off. I don't like. I like a retractable roof. I'll enjoy a nice retractable roof.
I don't think I've ever been to a place with a retractable.
I went to Milwaukee and they had a retractable.
But you know, fucking Dallas has the retract, and I never saw them fucking open it up. They're just like, up. Yeah, whatever.
Why would we open this?
So stupid.
So all stadiums should have no domes. That should be one thing, and then we should also implement my rule. If you're not there by the first quarter, we give your ticket.
Nobody's going to do your rule. It's not legal. It's anti-American.
Pirates bouncy.
Yeah. Why don't you do this?
Yeah.
If you're not there in time, they take your kids away in your car. Or just take one of the late people out during halftime, shoot them in the middle of the field, and say, this is what happens.
I think you need to promise people free shit. I think you need to do promotion, giveaways.
It doesn't matter.
That means you don't have a good product.
But
You know what I mean?
if people aren't going, you got to do something to get people in there. So
I don't.
My friend works for the Nets, and he got me some tickets from Knicks Nets.
Yeah.
They gave away tons. They do anything to give people in that building.
Here's my problem with a basketball game. Can I have a moment to myself? Do I have to just be constantly just, yeah, come on, look at this, look over here. We're letting loose a fucking, what are you doing? Just fucking calm down.
Blasting jock
I don't
chants.
want I don't want to be fucking stamping my feet along with everything. Let's just fucking be adults watching a game.
Yeah, they had the mascot shooting T-shirts into the crowd with the.
What do I want that fucking T-shirt for?
every time out's a different competition between two fans.
Yeah.
I've always been terrified of doing that because, like, if it's something like doing a layup, it's just like, you know, you're going to fuck up a layup in front of 15,000
You
people.
go for a layup, your pants fall down, your whole life's ruined.
Start vomiting.
And really, I don't want to fucking yell at people who don't kiss or see the fake interns do that fucking gimmick, which annoys me that goes viral because
Every
we
time.
all know it's fake.
Yeah.
She kissed the other guy.
Oh my God!
She just kissed another woman. What? Who? That's not fucking happening. Life doesn't work that way. I do crowd work. You don't get that kind of thing happening on the reg.
And they both happen to be wearing opposing team jerseys.
So stupid. People are cheering for someone that kissed their own mom. That's a good.
Grab her, cup of feel.
All right.
And there's always the wedding proposal.
Yes.
Did you see the one the
Yeah.
other night where the guy ruined the proposal? Like,
Why is he laughing? The guy ruined the
fake.
proposal because it's not real.
I know.
You fucking dummy.
no, I thought the one where the guy, it wasn't like a ruin, like he jumped in and ruined it. A guy like jumped over from 5 seats back and was just staring at the back.
Yes, that's fucking fake.
I
It's all fake. It's fucking set up. It's fake.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn. Live like an adult now. That these things don't happen.
You know, maybe there shouldn't be fans anywhere. So that we don't.
Now we're on
Like maybe
something.
it should just be like not even like an empty stadium, not even the stadium, just a field
Yeah.
with like some bleachers and no one's allowed there.
I'm
Except
But they
happy
did that
with
in
that.
baseball a few years ago after the Baltimore riot.
Yes, I love that.
They played that game and it was so strange just hearing every single sound of the game. Actually, it was great. It was a fucking great way to watch a
You
game.
turned around. You turned around pretty quick.
I thought I was like, oh wait, that game was fun.
All right, I got another idea for you. How about we put a dog in every seat? You know what I
Okay.
mean? Everybody likes dogs.
Dogs and babies.
Yeah. Dogs and babies? Well, that's a little scary.
No,
Some of those dogs are mean.
Like fan sections, like you got the dog section.
Oh,
you got the
okay.
baby
So they're
section.
separated.
Safe.
Yeah.
Good.
Separate but equal.
Yeah. And they're both shitting all over the seats.
You got 5 people cleaning it up for the whole stadium.
So we fixed it.
We fixed it.
We fixed it thanks to Guy Talk.
all right, guys.
So he's like select seats for fans.
No. What we're going to do is we're going to put some part is going to be dogs, some part's going to be babies, and we're going to be a stripper section. Just
Hot.
girls just fucking stripping the whole time.
Making out probably.
Chris, you went too fucking far in this Me Too era.
And you were talking about the dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to see the dogs lick each other.
Oh, and they will.
Oh.
All right, another quick NFL fix.
Okay.
Halftime performances. Actually, for every game, bring in like a decent act for halftime.
I don't need it.
What, kill the marching bands?
There hasn't been a marching band since the fucking 30s.
Fucking
Right?
So about college football.
Sunday Night Football has like a shitty like halftime show every week. It's like a bad black and white video of some random band that's from the town, and it's fucking terrible.
I said
It's
a
awful.
decent one. Like bring in.
They're not gonna be able to book that many acts.
I don't know,
every
get
fucking
Foreigner.
week.
How about fucking Hank Jr. every fucking thing?
Right?
Everybody's gonna watch football today. It was the fucking worst turn of a career everyone's ever had. Here comes the Rams and they're really upset. You're like, dude, what are you fucking doing? And then they had that little cute girl do it.
It came on for Sunday night.
Yeah. What's
Like
her
Carrie
name?
Waiting all
Underwood?
day for Sunday
Huh?
night.
Carrie Underwood?
Carrie Underwood.
And,
Yeah.
and Faith, not Faith Hill. They too.
I think it was Faith Hill.
Oh,
She
Faith-
did a
yeah.
couple of years too.
I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. The Giants and the Eagles take it tonight.
I thought her name was Carrie Underpants until right now. Maybe that's just something I made up for myself.
No, you think about the children's book.
No, god damn it. Vito, that's fucking disgusting.
No, they have to kill all the live music except for the Super Bowl because that makes
You
it
were going to
special.
murder them, too?
They bring out just fucking
And
old acts.
what they have to do is update like the NFL official soundtrack or whatever because it's constantly
It's
fucking
the
up.
same one.
But they have to fucking
we
just-
can't be Welcome to the Jungle in every fucking stadium.
Yes.
The Crazy Train in every stadium. Where's the hibbity hop for the youngsters?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Well, the kids will like this. All my rowdy friends are playing football tonight. I got a big hat. Look at my beard. Just calm the fuck down, dude. Let me watch the game.
It's in the state of disrepair of the NFL.
Who cares?
I think all of our suggestions would fucking help, any one of them.
The Jetsons?
Any of our
Look,
suggestions.
here's what really happened. Years ago, you only got to see a couple of fucking games. You got to see your team, then the national game, and then the Monday night game. And now you can see everything all the fucking time. And it's like if, like the first day, if we had fucking big fat chocolate donuts here. First day, we're like, this is delicious.
Yeah.
Fucking after that, we're like, this is a good donut, you know? Within a fucking month, we're like, oh, push those donuts out of the way. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you just get too used to it.
Yeah. Red Zone. Yeah, I guess Red Zone isn't as exciting as it once was.
No, and the game, you know, it doesn't have any defense. They want to make it so exciting that it's coming down to the last play. So you're not really paying that close attention, you know?
Yeah.
You don't need to.
They used Jordan the other day to promote Sunday Night Football, and I thought that was like admitting they know they're not the number one sport right now.
Well, they are the number one
Well, I mean,
sport.
they know they're losing it because, like, I wouldn't use an athlete from
Look,
another.
let me just tell you something. Basketball is not going to catch football in your lifetime. It just won't. Football's too fucking far ahead. And it will be, but you'll be bitching about it. You know what I mean? But they have a product, whether we want it to be there or not, you know?
Yeah, I think basketball. I don't think anyone really pays attention to basketball until the playoffs start.
That's not true.
It's a long season.
Think about you've been talking about the Warriors this season already.
I think that I have more friends that watch basketball every night now than at any other point in my life. And I was when the 76ers were going for the fucking title in the 80s, playing against Magic, we didn't even get live fucking games.
Oh, they did the was it the tape delay?
Yeah, it was tape delayed. That's how fucking far off basketball was.
Yeah, I remember Warner Wolf, a local sportscaster. He would go, if you don't want to know what the score is,
Right.
he would on the 11 o'clock newscast, he would flash what the current score was or what the final was because the game came on right after the news. It was on 11:30.
So you tell people to turn their heads.
He was like, if you don't want to know the score, shut the TV off, turn your way. And
That's
he would,
not good.
Turn it off.
And he would have a handwritten
Yeah.
sign that had the score.
That's so
the final
fucking
score.
hilarious. That's how weird the world was.
When did football overtake baseball?
70s.
I would say it was a done deal once Monday Night Football started. Like, it was debated for a few years after Monday Night Football because people thought that maybe baseball would surge back up. But baseball was the sport in the 50s. By the 60s, people started to debate it. And then by the 70s, it was fucking done.
Would the 90s count? Like, baseball kind of came back and was up there with football at one point, though. No,
never was with football.
Nope.
Never was with football again. I mean, all you have to do is look at the playoff numbers.
Yeah.
And I'll give you this example, which I was kind of fucking mind blown, but pardon the interruption, the ESPN show. The day after the World Series ended, you get that little list up. There was 3 football stories before the World Series started. 3 football stories in the middle of the fucking season, and then the World Series going to Boston.
Yeah, they were the World Series ratings earlier this week. They just said it was the 4th. Now Boston, LA, 2 pretty big baseball markets. 4th lowest rated World Series ever.
Yeah, because it's not national. It is not a national thing. Even most baseball fans, they pay attention to their team.
Yeah,
because you got 162 fucking games.
It's one of my it's always been my favorite sport, but it's the hardest sport to just go, I'm going to watch a random game tonight.
Right.
Other sports like basketball, like on Thursday night, I can just sit down and watch the TNT games. Football, I can just watch Sunday Night Football. But baseball, I can't just watch 2 teams I don't care about.
But I really enjoyed the playoffs this year. I really enjoyed the World Series, but I wasn't watching games all season.
Yeah.
Now, the LCS is hard to find. Forget, because I think then one LCS.
You have a cable guide. You just fucking hit the thing.
Every sport.
Yeah.
Every sport is on game except football.
But you can turn on channel 2 and get a game, the local team.
Yeah, right. I understand that.
But
look at hockey. I can't fucking people like hockey's the greatest sport. I go, it might be, but I don't have the camping channel.
I think it's on Fuse now.
The hockey playoffs were on Versus one year, and it was the first time I ever heard of the channel Versus.
Now everyone likes when the fucking hockey is played outside, but now there's too much of it, so you don't watch it the same way.
It was cool when it started. I was in high school. It was like 1 game a year, and it was at like classic stadiums. It was at like Fenway, Yankee Stadium, and now it's just. Here's a game outside.
Yeah, we're playing all of our games outside this season. We're playing. Now what I like to see them do is just play on a pond.
Please watch. Just please, any of you.
Because they started, it was smart. They did it on New Year's Day, and it was kind of like something to watch New Year's Day, which is smart.
Instead of college football bowl games, which, again, look at college football bowl games. That was the biggest thing. Now there's fucking 48 games. You know what I mean? Talk about empty fucking stadiums.
Yeah.
No one's watching the St. Petersburg Bowl. You know what I mean? With a 4-5 team playing a 5-4 team.
You learn about companies from the bowl games.
Oh, yeah, you do.
The first time I heard about Chick-fil-A was from a bowl game.
That's sad because it's really a delicious thing.
What was it? Tortillas Fiesta Bowl?
Those Fiesta Bowl.
Well, there used to just be the 4 big bowls, and people would argue about what was the championship game. You know what I mean? Like, you would say these 2 teams, whoever wins it, should be the champions, not the other 2 teams. It was a fucking argument all the time. Now people are arguing because only 4 teams get in.
Yeah.
But if they do 8, there's still going to be arguments. They do 16, there's still going to be arguments.
Yeah, because it used to be the Rose Bowl is always the big
Rose
game.
Bowl was the granddaddy of them all. It really was.
Rose Bowl, Orange Bowl, Sugar Bowl. And I forgot the last one.
Outback Bowl.
The Orange Bowl.
I didn't say the Orange Bowl.
No, you had Cotton Bowl.
Cotton Bowl. Cotton Bowl is a big game.
And I heard about every single one of those as a kid, not watching college football, but I couldn't fucking tell you a single thing about a bowl game now with just the loans.
Well, now that you look at, let's say, the Rose Bowl, doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
They'll throw 2 fucking teams in there or whatever. Just, I mean, if they don't have the championship game, who gives a shit? Why are you watching a non-championship game?
Yeah, the Rose Bowl, like those bowl games was the showcase. These are the future NFL stars. These are the guys, because you had those big star-driven teams playing those games. Now it's just, we'll throw whoever is this team with that team, and there's your Rose Bowl.
What about the East-West game? You're always a big fan of that. Followed by the North-South game.
The Senior Bowl, and all these.
And then the one the Army does every year, it's like the Army Bowl. And there's this fucking...
The Pinstripe Bowl, that's just because it's played at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Love that bowl.
That's your favorite?
Oh, yeah.
I don't see you as much of a college football
No,
fan.
I know nothing about college football. I just know Alabama is good because I just never followed any sort of college football because we don't have one really in the Northeast, like a good college team.
Well, I mean, we had Rutgers for a few years.
Come on, Rutgers.
Syracuse.
Boston College.
Syracuse is fucking a basketball school.
They have a football team.
Yeah, but it's not good.
What do you mean good? Winning the championship?
No, but like
is that the only thing you define good by?
That's all I care about.
Rutgers had Ray Rice before the bad stuff.
But he was doing.
And then after, they welcomed him back.
I've become very anti NCAA.
Well, I've always been. I fucking hate them. I think they're the worst fucking people on the planet.
Yeah, it's a multi-billion-dollar non-for-profit business. It just doesn't make sense.
Except for I've known people who put together those shitty bowl games, and all year long they're spending money, throwing fucking parties.
Yeah,
and their whole life is fucking about this one ridiculous game that's going to fill 1/4 of a stadium, and they make fucking six figures plus have a fucking expensive count. Well, you wouldn't. I know that because I partied on their expensive counts.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, they're all fucking awful people, and none of the fucking kids get money.
No,
none of them.
And then there was somebody. There was a coach who just came out and said like, "Stop it!" Like college kids shouldn't get paid. I think it was Patino who said college kids shouldn't get paid, even though he just got caught paying college kids.
That's why he doesn't want them to get paid. He'll take care of it himself. But all those guys are, making multi-millions. And the fucking kids, look, it's the second biggest league in the country. It's bigger than baseball. It's bigger than basketball. It gets bigger fucking TV numbers. Those kids are professional athletes who aren't getting paid.
And 99% of them don't go to the pros.
Of course not. You could be a great football fucking star, but it's a different talent. It's a different game than the NFL. You could be, a fucking 200-pound linebacker in college. You can't say, okay, now I'm going to the pros and getting every bone in my body destroyed.
And the fact that the games are so different and there's not as much crossover, I feel like they shouldn't have the argument that this is a way for these kids to turn into stars because they're not built the same way.
You are correct. It's a lie. Everything about that is a lie. And the reason why the college is protected because those college programs pay for a lot of things at the college.
Yeah.
So the fucking dean looks the other way. The whole thing is just a corrupt system. Look, I'm just going to go out there. This country's over. Everything about this country is something to be ashamed of. And that's just part of it.
Including the NFL stadiums.
I'm a little fucking just bummed out now. You know what I mean? I'm depressed. This conversation.
Why did you bring up the NCAA, Vito?
Yeah, Vito, let's get back into fun talk. Okay?
I like to have fun.
I want to have fun tonight, and I want to wang chung tonight. Hopefully tomorrow Poughkeepsie will go better,
Yeah, because Ron's performing in Poughkeepsie at the Laugh It Up Comedy Club tomorrow night in Poughkeepsie, New York. LaughItUp.net for tickets.
I heard from a bunch of my old friends, from Poughkeepsie, born and raised.
Yeah.
I bleed the silver and gold.
I didn't know it was silver and gold.
Well, it's silver, copper, and gold, but copper is kind of just the line in between what we're doing there. But my old gang from Poughkeepsie High, we called ourselves the Po Boys.
Delicious.
Yeah, we did. We all ate strip sandwiches. That's why. Had nothing to do with Poughkeepsie. It was just the cuisine that we were into. Okay?
Cool. Yeah.
It was a French Cajun.
Delicious sandwich.
Perhaps the most exciting of all cuisines.
I heard you guys called it the Keep.
No.
No? Mm-mm. That was a fucking lie. Now I feel silly.
Yeah. Find out who said it to you.
All right.
And punch them in the back.
The back.
Yeah. Earl, what are you doing this weekend? You coming up to Poughkeepsie?
Unfortunately, I will not be making it up to Poughkeepsie.
That's too bad, man.
Learn how to say the name.
I wanted
Poughkeepsie.
to run a tab with you. Anything you want. Anything you want to laugh it up, you know?
You gonna laugh it up?
Yeah. We're going to laugh it up. But the important thing is I'm home. I'm going to go see my grandmother, still alive.
Wow.
140 years old.
God, that's shocking.
To who?
Legend.
I mean, it's 104. I've never heard of anyone.
Well, what would you rather she just died, Chris? Does that make you happier?
I'm shocked and happy.
That's ageism. What you're doing right now is ageism.
Just surprised.
I'm surprised you don't fucking try to carjack her. Because he preys on the elderly. Chris Stanley does.
They're weaker than I am, so it's easier.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. Okay.
He got you there, Chris.
I mean,
Chris, what do you bench? We don't even know.
I haven't done a bench press in a long time.
He hasn't been on bench since he sat on one.
Fucking prick. Look, I'm sorry I'm not fucking getting swole like Vito in the fucking gym every day.
Nobody can see your air quotes on the radio. I'm really disappointed and worried that you haven't had that redness. You look like you just got a sunburn, dude. You haven't.
I don't go out into the sun. I don't do that. I stay in the fucking shadows.
Something is wrong then, because I remember you were very white.
Yeah.
And now you're beet red all the time and sweating.
It's just right there, that triangle area. It's very creepy.
Yeah, it's not even his face. It's just his chest now. It's moved down.
Closer to choking his heart.
It's a warning sign.
It's so embarrassing that we're laughing about it.
It's fine. I mean, look, I feel good. I mean, sure, it's bright red, but that's okay, I think.
Yeah, nobody's ever felt good and then died.
Oh, you're a fucking doctor now, Vito?
What goes on with you guys? Just can't let the other person say something.
Because it's all mean, Ron. He's fucking skin
yeah,
shaming
but you know
me.
what? It ruins every fucking car trip we take. It's just back and forth, and Earl and I can't put up with it anymore.
He starts it, Ron.
I don't know if either of you has ever stopped it. It's constant. And I'm starting to think, you know what I mean? That one day one of you is going to say something that hurts the other person's feelings so bad that you stop talking to each other.
That could happen because he fat shames me, Ron. Vito fat shames me. He skin shames me.
Stop saying I skin shame. I don't want public.
He's a skin shamer. Vito, fuck, is a skin shamer.
I'm not a skin shamer. I don't want that to be misconstrued. Stop calling me a skin shamer.
Can you do me a favor and move back that fucking waterfall of hair that just goes over your left eye? Nobody's finding you sexy here today.
No.
Like fucking doing a show with Jerry Lee Lewis but with a really red fucking chest.
I just want to be sexy for my coworkers. I don't think that's too much to ask or attempt to be.
Nobody asked.
Now your hair's on the other side of your face.
Right.
You don't even know what to do with that thing.
It's just wild right now. I haven't had a haircut in a long time.
No, that's true. You haven't. Why? Any reason? Hurts? Your blood pressure is so high that it just fucking is painful?
You can't find a chair to.
Oh, fuck you. We're the same weight.
What if you...
We aren't just as fat as each other.
Okay, this is what I was talking about. This is where it goes to that place.
He brought up the weight
But don't
thing.
say something like that to him, Chris. That hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah.
It was hurt when he said,
I don't want to be
can't
told I'm
find
the same weight as you.
I can't find a barber's chair that I can fucking not break.
I know.
No, I'm saying that's what he said.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand it from that direction.
Fuck.
I got upset. All right.
I'm upset.
Well, I will be in Poughkeepsie tomorrow night.
At the Laugh It Up Comedy Club, go to laughitup.net for tickets.
Oh, you just start laughing and saying it?
I'm just I hear Laugh It Up and I lose my shit.
All right. Why don't we go to break and I'll talk to HR and have one of you fired.
Vito.
It'll probably be the skin shamer. I mean, if somebody's gonna
I
get
got that in my back pocket. He constantly talks about the shade of my skin, HR. He never fucking shuts up
You just
about
call
it.
them HR?
Yeah, I just call him HR. Except HR. I never talked to them before. I wouldn't even know where they are in the building.
Did you tell me we're getting a new intern, Chris? Or
Possibly. I
Yeah.
mean, I still have to talk with another person. Yeah.
Oh, but did you talk with the first person?
No, because I reached out. They said to talk next week.
Okay. No. Alcoholism is a very difficult thing.
It makes you say a lot of crazy things.
Makes you say crazy things and miss every single appointment that you have. Except for that appointment with the liquor store. That one you meet.
They have very
perfectly
flexible hours.
Yes, I'd like to make an appointment, please. I'd like to look over some of your finer whiskeys.
Or even less fine.
Yeah, the way my pocket's looking. Let me see as much rock gut section. Right back, Bennington. I'm coming home to Poughkeepsie.
That's tomorrow, Saturday, November 3rd at Laugh It Up Comedy Club in Poughkeepsie, New York. LaughItUp.net for tickets.
We're going to laugh it up, and we're going to LaughItUp.net back in Poughkeepsie. I like to think I'm bringing a little ray of sunshine to that town.
It needs it. It needs it.
Well, we all do, right? I always said this takes a spoonful of sugar to make a Coca-Cola go down.
It's delicious.
Nice and sweet. Nice and sweet. All right. Vito told me that there's a website that's giving out the movies for next year. This is where we are in the world of movies. It's like, what are we going to see a year from now? There's nothing. I go to On Demand now, and there's hundreds of movies that I haven't seen. I don't even bother to click them on.
This is from Digital Spy, and like you said, it's 34 movies that are coming out in 2019. Mostly like the big blockbuster types.
Okay, so let's see if there's any blockbusters that have our interest. I know Earl wants to see Black Panther 2.
So the first one on the list is Glass, the M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, you know what? What was Unbreakable was the first one, right? Yeah. And I did enjoy that a million years ago. I thought, what? The movie's over? That's when that movie ended. But what I see it is at the theater. I'm going to go for a probably not. I'm going to wait until it streams.
I'm excited for it, but like just seeing the trailer, my biggest issues with the movie is that if you saw the original, even though he had this like the unbreakable power, he wasn't like a superhuman strength guy. He like got thrown into a pool and beat up by some robbers, and he's literally fighting a demon in this movie.
Water was his kryptonite.
Yeah, water was his weakness.
Yeah, so he has to be careful of rain.
Can't swim.
That shows up in every M. Night Shyamalan. That water is a bad thing. So you're saying no.
I'm saying no. I'm saying skip Glass.
What do you think?
I saw Split, not in theaters. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck, I'm definitely going to go see Glass.
Okay.
I'm pissed I didn't see it in theaters.
I did not see Split in theaters and was totally shocked at the end when Bruce Willis showed up.
At a cafe?
Yeah. I thought it was a diner.
It was a diner.
Yeah. So I don't know why I didn't hear about it at least. But Earl, it's up to you.
I think Glass is going to be a big hit.
Oh, that's not what we're saying.
And I think it's
this is personal.
And I would go see Glass in the theater.
Okay, you are going to go. Whatever we say we're going to see in the theater, we're going.
Earl,
that person is held to that.
It's a date, Earl.
You got to be there opening night. So that's 1 for Glass. All right, 2.
2 is Chaos Walking, and
Never heard of.
It's based on a young adult novel about like
I love those.
The last man on Earth. I don't know if it has.
Why do I see a woman next to him?
Well, he's the last man. There's still women out there. Oh no, it's a world without women.
Oh my God! Just for Vito, you're no longer running.
No,
you're out. You're out.
I mixed it up with Why the Last Man.
Guess who's running it right now? Big Chris Stanley.
That's
Congratulations.
Right. Thank you very much.
I'm not seeing this in the theater.
You don't want to see the Tom Holland movie Chaos Walking?
Who's running this?
Me. All right, young Spider-Man's in it, and also Daisy Ridley from the new Star Wars movies.
I don't know who they are. But no, I'm not going.
I actually do like YA novels, and I like science fiction.
You're gonna get in trouble.
And for that reason, the dodging the law, I'm not going to go see Chaos Walking.
Wait a minute, and for that reason, dodging the law?
Just because there's going to be too many kids there.
Oh, okay, I see. Earl, you're already going to one big movie. Going to another one?
I'm going to pass on this one.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I will wait
And
for.
Vito, the former person who ran this, who just had no idea what he's talking about.
I'm going to see it because it's the same director as Edge of Tomorrow, and I really liked what he did with that movie.
That's what's his name?
the Tom Cruise, Doug Liman.
Doug Liman is actually a very good. I'll say he's almost a great director.
Okay.
Visually, he's a very interesting director, but his movies are fucking nuts. Remember Jumper?
Yeah,
Remember
Jumper?
Yeah,
Okay.
Jumper should have been great.
Yeah, I was very excited.
And it wasn't.
So
Edge of Tomorrow should have been great. It wasn't.
No.
Because he's so fucking visually paying attention that he blows the rest of it.
Yeah. So
Remember Go?
yeah.
There's a really fucking funny thing with Jay Moore, where Jay said Doug took him and the other pretty boy aside and was like, well, you have to think of it this way. You're a like a puppy and he's a donkey. And, you know, I'm paraphrasing, but the way, yeah, see, now he's holding me to it. But I just said paraphrasing. But the Jay actually just goes like this to the other kid. Just don't pay any attention. Just let's do the scene. But if you can find that online, him talking about that, it's fucking hilarious. And it must be just impossible to make a good movie. And Ghost should have been great. It wasn't.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed watching it. I've watched it many times. All right, so
Well, then why didn't you talk about Schubert more? He completely stole the movie.
true.
Yeah.
The next film, Annabelle 3. This
Nope.
is in
Missed the first two.
horror film.
Yeah.
That was based,
Yeah, we already got it. It's a horror film, and there's three. Did anybody see the first two?
No.
All right,
No.
so as a team, we're out.
I saw The Conjuring, which is an offshoot of, and I watched.
First of all, this shocks the hell out of me that there's an offshoot of a movie I've never heard of.
It's with Patrick. That's with Patrick Wilson, and he's also going to show up in this.
It's Patrick Swayze. Swayze.
No, it's actually
you got the wrong name.
It's actually Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga are in this film. But
He plays a bouncer, and he's unbelievably good bouncer.
Joker, directed by Todd Phillips, starring Joaquin Phoenix.
Now, let me just say this. Out of all the comic book things, the only thing I ever like is the Joker.
Yeah.
I've liked every single Joker from Cesar Romero. They're all good fucking Jokers. Every one of them has been the best thing in. I love this guy as an actor. Yes, I'll see the Joker. But not opening night.
Okay.
I'm going to see it
Wait,
about
like 2 weeks?
just when it calms down, and hopefully at a matinee.
I will be seeing it opening night. I'm very excited.
Okay, opening night.
Yeah, I'm opening night.
You're held to that.
Yeah, I know. Glass and Joker.
Write all these down, listeners. Write all these down. Earl, what about you?
I will go see it probably like on a Monday or a Tuesday.
Okay.
Not the opening night.
But Friday opens, you'll see it that Monday?
I will see it the Monday.
Well, you're still going to be packed. You're still going to be packed with
That's coming
Joker
out
heads.
October.
And probably ones that just saw it. Now, people are mad at this Joker, right?
Yeah, because the makeup isn't what we're used to, but it's an origin movie, so you don't
Well,
know.
I
If
hate origin movies. You just ruined it
Sorry,
for me.
damn it.
I like the Joker when he's the Joker. Cesar Romero didn't need to fucking say, oh, God, you know how I became the Joker? He just was.
Batman isn't even in this one. Like I think Bruce Wayne.
Thank God. I hate Batman.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's just stupid.
Yeah.
Wearing a fucking scuba suit. He's running around. Why couldn't he just solve crimes as Bruce Wayne?
See, that's not good enough for him. I think he has a weird OCD with all the latex and the fucking gadgets.
That's not an OCD. That's a fucking kink. Nobody with an OCD puts on latex. Should we even bother asking Vito? You go to every comic book movie.
I'm going to see it
Yeah, of course. Opening night?
week 3.
Oh, geez. You're going to see it after me. I'm going to spoil it.
No, don't do
I'm
that.
gonna definitely. This means you can't see it before week 3.
Okay, I won't see it before week 3.
So you fucking tell your friend that too. I like the fact that there's real fucking rules to this pastime that we're doing.
There's stakes now.
All right, so these are all going to be the big movies of 2019. Digital Spy has put this out. I'm setting the table because Chris refuses to. But in all fairness, he had no idea he was going to be doing this. This was Vito's baby.
I was just thrown into this.
Yeah, I know.
Chaos. Another big film, Terminator 6, as yet untitled, is just the 6th film in the Terminator franchise. James Cameron
He's back as a producer.
is a producer.
That means nothing. That means James Cameron's getting paid.
And apparently the story behind this it'll be a direct sequel to Terminator 2, The other three Terminators did not happen. In this
If only that were true.
I know. Did you watch Genesis, the last one?
No.
That was.
I won't even listen to Genesis.
And they kept promising the last three. They were like, this one's going to make up all the mistakes from the one before it.
All right, the girl in the middle there, she is on a TV show that I have watched, but I think I haven't seen the last season. It's some kind of computer 1980s.
Oh, something and get
on AMC.
Yeah, I don't know what
hack
fucking.
and get burned, something like that.
It's something burn and set fire, alt and set fire, something like that.
Yeah.
So she's great, and for that reason and that reason alone, I will not be saying it. Oh, is that the
Yeah,
original
Linda
Terminator,
Hamilton's
Mom?
back.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then Eddie Furlong is apparently going to come back and they're going to make him a CGI young.
Eddie?
Yeah, Eddie Furlong.
Eddie Furlong?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were like that tight.
Is that what everyone calls him, Eddie Furlong?
I don't know. Who's the little girl though?
That's Gabrielle Luna.
I don't know her, so I won't be going. Earl?
I am going to pass on Terminator
Veto?
6.
I'm going to give it a chance week 4.
It might not even still be out. I mean,
a
if a
risk.
summer movie
Highly doubt
will
it.
not be around. If that happens, you have to get a tattoo that we.
Yes, agree to that.
And this is not in all the cases, just in this one. He has to get a giant face tattoo.
Eddie Furlong.
Is it like half the Terminator?
No, you get Eddie
Eddie
Furlong.
Furlong just his face on half his hot.
Yeah, on your face. So wherever it's going, people are like, fuck, Eddie Furlong got big. Chris?
I'll be watching a bootleg of it. I will not pay to see
It's
this.
not bootlegs anymore. Is there Chinatown?
Yeah, there is bootleg still. Surprisingly
What
enough.
week
It's
you
a
gonna get-
streaming world.
And I will fast forward through it to just the parts that look cool.
You know, I was coming back this weekend, and I'm driving through some fucking shitty Jersey city. I couldn't even tell you the name of it. And there was an adult fucking DVD place, right?
Depot?
That I think also had live things because it said couples welcome.
Oh, hi.
And I looked at it and I was like, God, I forgot how nasty the fucking 80s were. It looks so crazy in this world.
That's all. Were there big bright colors on the sign?
Yeah, of course. And then, just gray stucco other than that. All right, let's keep going along.
All right, this is Us, Jordan Peele's next film. There's not a lot of details about it, just the cast is out. And that's
All right, I think we're counting you in, right? 100%?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I am.
You're a Peel man?
Yeah, big fan of Jordan Peele. Love Lupita. She's starring in it. And
Now, which one is Jordan Peele?
he
He's the
did.
fatter one?
Yeah.
He's the,
Okay.
he won the
Short
Oscar
Short and fat.
for Get Out.
He's with Chelsea Peretti, right?
He is with Chelsea.
That's none of our business, dude.
It's out there.
Yeah, that's not our business.
I don't know. I didn't like Get Out as much as I'm not going to go see. I'm not going to see.
I'm
this
going to
again.
agree. I thought there was too many plot holes in Get Out. I mean, I like the original premise, but then I'm like, what the fuck are you doing with this?
The most ridiculous thing in that whole movie is everyone used Bing instead of Google when they were searching for stuff.
Not if you're getting paid, Chris. Not if you're getting paid.
It's like, why are they binging all these things?
But you don't get freaked out when people have smoked Big Apple cigarettes.
I would rather them have a fake search engine than use something that no one uses.
All right, so anybody else going to
I'm going
this?
to go with Earl.
All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to wait for Earl's review.
Okay.
But as of now, I'm a definite no.
Yeah.
But if Earl comes back and he's like, dude, you got to see fucking Us. So fucking good. I'm just afraid that white people are going to be the fucking bad people again.
Yeah.
I can't get used to that.
I think
I'm old school,
It's in the
you
same
know?
universe as Get Out, I think.
Isn't that all of us in the same universe? All right, so where were you? You never.
I'm not. I will wait for this to be fucking on a computer, on a streaming service of some sort. I'm not going to go see it. I waited.
Oh, I thought you were against streaming service bootleg.
I want to see it fast. I'll bootleg it.
All right, let's go.
All right, then an animated version of the Addams
No,
Family.
not unless I end up in the movie Big where I'm a child. And even then, I'll still have my adult mind, right?
Oh yeah, you will.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm not. There's no way I'm seeing this.
I've never liked the Addams Family, so I'm not going to do it.
I am going to pass.
You never liked the Addams Family?
I never was into it.
Not even like the original?
No, I liked because I got introduced to that in the Munsters at the same time, and I preferred the Munsters.
Well, you should have been introduced to it through New Yorker magazine. Everyone always brings that up. I look back at those old fucking comics and I'm like, these suck. Like all the comics in New Yorker. Chris, you're going?
I'm not going to see Addams Family. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Unless it's live action, then I'll consider. Zombieland 2 is finally coming out.
No, I was a fan of Zombieland 1 a million years ago. It was a surprise.
Yeah.
This isn't a surprise. I don't think I'm going to like a retread of the same jokes. And I think they'll probably kill off a major character.
They're going to kill off the girl, Elizabeth... Emma Stone, not Elizabeth Moss. Emma Stone's getting killed off right now.
They kill off Elizabeth Moss. No, they're going to kill off Woody Harrelson, the only one that, you know what I mean? You can't kill off a girl. The girls are safe. But I think Woody gets killed and becomes a zombie. And for that reason, I am out. I figured it out.
It's too sad.
Chris?
I am in. I will see Zombieland 2.
At a theater?
In a theater.
What night?
Second week.
Okay.
I'm not going opening night to a fucking zombie.
You're making a mistake because you'll be all alone that opening night. You'll be able to lay down. Probably even stay for free for the next viewing.
I'm going to see Zombieland 2. I'll go week 1.
But not opening night.
Not opening. Opening night I'm reserving for.
Weekday or weekend?
Sunday.
Sunday afternoon, go.
Sunday afternoon, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
okay.
Sunday.
Yeah. right after brunch.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on this film.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was a trick out because I heard I'm going to.
I know.
Yeah.
That was a fucking one of those swerves on Big Brother where it's like, Vito, you have not been thrown out of the house. Oh, yeah. What are you going to do if next year you're in the Big Brother house? You still have to fucking leave.
Oh, wait, what?
You have to jump out.
I just self-evict.
Yeah.
I made a deal.
Dude, if you get an Eddie Furlong tattoo in that fucking house on your face, you are a legend.
Next is the DC
Nope.
Shazam.
Nope.
It looks fucking terrible.
I remember when it was a like Saturday morning real life cartoon. Do you remember it all? It was the worst fucking thing. Shazam fucking went around in a camper with an old man.
What?
And now looking back on it, I could see that he was an abused youngster. It was fucking terrible, wasn't it?
It was horrible.
Who was the old man? His dad?
No, it was his name was Mentor, and he was an old man that was driving him around. And they're not called a camper; it was called.
RV?
No, it's like a one-piece box.
Winnebago?
All right, I'm gonna go with Winnebago until we get a correct answer.
That seems creepy. I didn't know. I just knew he was a little kid that turned into, I don't know, this fucking superhero dude.
Yeah, but that was after getting blown.
At least
So no one's going to
blown.
Shazam, not even you, right, Vito?
No, I'm not going to see Shazam. I'll see it on demand.
That means you're paying $7 for this fucking piece of shit.
Let's get a bootleg.
I get bored when I see a movie.
There's no such thing, Chris. There's no such thing.
Hellboy's being rebooted, and it's coming out April 2019.
It looks like it's being rebooted with the same guy.
Different guy. It's just the same sort of makeup, but not with Ron Perlman was the original Hellboy.
Yeah, I'll only see it with Ron Perlman, and I haven't seen his.
This is Sheriff from Stranger Things.
Oh,
Hopper.
okay. He is like the new Ron Perlman, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's an ugly man that women seem to like. Anybody going to this one?
I've never seen any Hellboy, so.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I saw both Hellboys and felt bad about that.
Let me just say this, though. I saw a fucking thing where Hellboy went to like a hospital for a little kid, and it was Niagara Falls, Frank. I mean, the little kid was dressed like Hellboy, too. It was fucking adorable.
Was it Perlman? It wasn't this guy.
No,
right?
it was Perlman.
Oh, wow.
Perlman's a great man.
That is a good fucking
Yeah.
move. I saw him once at a orientation day at SUNY Purchase. His daughter, I believe, went to there.
He did the show. He did our show before.
It was weird to run into him all those years ago.
Why are you trying to act like that's better than?
No. It's not that. I mean, we never kicked you off the show, and you got kicked out of City Church.
You guys treat me much better than that state school.
Kicked out of SUNY Purchase, like being thrown out of a Carvel for being drunk.
All right, so this is MIB, an offshoot of the Men in Black series, starring Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson.
And they were in Thor together.
Why is she hiding her body?
I don't know. It's a
Maybe
mistake.
she's an alien, and that's the big secret in the
No,
movie.
she's part of the fucking Men
I
in
know.
Black.
I can tell by the glasses, Chris.
Come on, you two. Let's settle down.
He's just
This is
jelly.
supposed to be fun.
He's jelly because I took over.
What do you mean jelly?
Jealous. He's jealous.
Oh,
of me.
You're always
okay.
thinking
Because
about food.
that means a totally different thing than jelly.
I won't be seeing this. I don't like the Men in Black movies.
I'll see this late in release when it's only at like 2 theaters.
I enjoyed the original Men in Black, but I see no reason to see a reboot. No. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep my original boot.
Especially with like the whole movie was the charisma of Will Smith, and neither of them have that.
I want to just go over this. I think I'm only going to the Joker.
So far, yeah.
That's so far. I'm only seeing the Joker.
And
that's
Glass.
3 weeks.
You said Glass?
I said Glass. I would see on demand, like I saw the original. Although I saw Unbreakable at the theater. You know, so that makes me so fucking cool. Because very few people did.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
Jumanji 3.
No,
I'm in. I saw the last Jumanji, and it was a pleasant surprise.
There's no way.
Never saw any of them, and will not see this one.
You have to shit on the first Jumanji.
I think you do have to shit on the first Jumanji. I caught that on cable. No, it was so bad. The movie was so bad. I was hoping for a home invasion to kill me.
I saw it once on VHS.
So you're going opening night?
No, opening night. I'm still saving. I'm going to see that week 2.
Okay,
Saturday.
That means you're going to see it like around Christmas time, Vito. It comes out December 13th.
Okay, that's fine. It's around my birthday. It's nice.
Next is Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
no, I hate all Godzillas.
I've never seen any of them.
Every Godzilla, including the old Japanese they're all terrible.
They say this one's setting up Godzilla versus King Kong.
Look, I went to the Godzilla in the 90s because the guy from Ain't It Cool News said it was the best fucking movie ever.
Harry Knowles?
Yes, Harry Knowles.
Or was it Moriarty?
Believe me, no, it was Harry. In those days, it was Harry was running his own fucking deal. And if I would have had the opportunity to ever run into Harry Knowles, I'm going to demand my money back from him. Even he said he got fucking bought for that. He admitted. I think the first one, they fucking premiered in Madison Square Garden, if I'm not wrong. Like they had a premiere in the garden and fucking showed it to people.
Yeah, they did. I remember that because I was like really caught up in the hype of it, and I went to go see it in theaters. I was like, even I realized, oh man, this is not good.
I actually yelled out Ferris Bueller Blaze.
I think the controversy then was that they kept calling Godzilla Gojira or something.
Well, they were like, this is going to, it's because we were all so fucking blown away by Jurassic Park that they were like, this is going to make you forget Jurassic Park. Godzilla will run through the fucking subway. And then you're going, but he was too big to get into this other thing. How's he fitting into a fucking tube? All right.
Yeah, no Godzilla.
Shaft is coming out in 2019, starring Samuel L. Jackson, Usher, Alexander Shipp, and Regina Hall.
All right, now there's 3 Shafts. This is father, son, and grandfather?
Yeah, it's multi-generation.
Yeah, the Samuel Jackson was Shaft's nephew. And I think this one is...
Oh, is that original Shaft?
That's Richard Roundtree, yes.
Yeah, original.
And then who's this here?
I think that is Jesse T. Usher.
All right, I'll say this.
Alexander Shipp, I'm sorry.
For the first time in his life, Samuel L. Jackson's putting on weight. Might be worth going to see it just for that.
That's Sam, yeah.
But I'll tell you this. That Shaft is one bad mother.
Shut your mouth.
I'm just talking about Shaft.
Which one, though?
I don't think I'll see this.
I won't be seeing Shaft.
I will
not even on fucking
I won't even
TBS.
I'm going to go see Shaft.
First week?
Yeah, first week.
Yeah.
I am passing on General Principle. They're making it a straight comedy. It looks like garbage.
Oh, man. Wow. Anybody who sees that is garbage then.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Vito and Ian are garbage.
You're going to be sitting in your own trash? By the way, all these movies you have to see alone. You can't go with Ian.
Oh, fuck. I gotta go alone?
Yeah. Because I really want you to look creepy at Men in Black. All right, what do we got here?
New Charlie's Angels.
Man, I always like a Charlie's Angels. And that girl's famous, right?
Yeah, that's Kristen Stewart.
Now, here's what I like. We're getting woke with the Charlie's Angels. All I know is a little boy. You were like, where's the black or light brown Charlie's Angel? They're finally here, buddy. You made it. You going opening night?
I am going to pass on Charlie's Angels.
Oh.
But Earl, you like black girls with straight hair.
You said you love Lupita, and she's in it.
Who is Lupita?
Lupita Nyong'o. She was in Black Panther and
12 Years a Slave.
12 Years a Slave.
No, not 12 Years a Slave. What was the other
100 Years a Slave.
Was it?
Oh, The Butler?
No, I think it was 12 Years a Slave. She won the Oscar.
Yeah, I thought that was for 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one. You just made me keep going.
Slave movies mixed up.
You stop believing in yourself.
And also, there's going to be multiple Bosleys in this new Charlie's Angels.
Is one of them Bill Murray?
No.
Then I shan't be going.
It's Patrick Stewart, Elizabeth Banks.
I'm going to say this. Patrick Stewart's going to be a bad guy.
I think he's going to be a boss.
Say the name you're afraid to say.
And Jimin Hansao.
That's not a name.
Jimin
Jimon
Hansao.
Hansu.
That's
I
two
was
different
very
people. You got Jim and Hansel. All right, keep going. No one's going to this.
All right, this is a Digital Spy's list of the 34 movies
Ooh, nice. He's resetting the table.
that are going to blow our dicks off in 2019.
Is that the official title?
Yep.
Yeah.
X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Oh, no.
Nope, the X-Men movies suck.
I haven't liked them since the Days of Future Past, so I'm not going to see X-Men.
I don't like when there's too many fucking superheroes. It doesn't make it so super, does it? It's
No.
just regular. No.
I kind of like Logan. That was the one that was like in the future.
So many people told me Logan was great, and I watched it, and I'm like, this fucking pain porn piece of shit. Why? Why would this get a 98%? Oh, I know why. All film critics are fucking nerds now.
I like the black family that got killed
Hey,
immediately.
don't be a fucking racist, man.
It wasn't
A
racist.
family got killed.
Of the
okay?
family that got murdered.
Well, what
very
color
quickly.
were they?
They were African American.
Okay, that's not a color, is it?
No, yeah.
They were black. All
Yeah,
right,
I'm
so
passing on X-Men Dark Phoenix.
X-Men Dark Phoenix.
You're out.
I'm out.
Gonna suck.
What if one of the X-Men is Black Panther? Would you go then?
Show up.
Yeah, I'm still gonna pass. I want to see a standalone Black Panther.
All right, Cats. The musical will be now being turned into a film.
I like it because it's very woke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Earlier, remember when we were younger, they didn't have any black cats. It was all white people.
There was The Wiz.
That isn't Cats.
I know, but I'm just saying that was a black musical.
Yes, I didn't say there weren't black musicals. There's plenty of them. Actually, a little too many. If you know what I'm saying.
Hey,
No, I won't be going to Cats. I walk past that theater every day of my fucking life. Never even turned my head to see what was going on there.
You know what? I'm going to see this because I like musicals.
Go to the opening night.
I'm not going to go.
Go
over
opening night
Please.
in cosplay.
First of all, it's not like a lot of people are going to be there. There's not going to be any kids seeing Cats. You're going to be alone.
I'm going to see this like in the new year because it comes out at the end of December next year.
Remember when they even tried to bring Cats back?
Yeah,
And it didn't make it.
recently.
Yeah,
I
no
remember
one's
them bringing
fucking
it back.
interested in Cats.
No. I'm not going to see it because when I was a little kid, I asked my mom to see it, and she screamed at me and said it was the worst thing she's ever seen.
She's right.
And that Cats is garbage. So I stand with Leslie.
I've seen clips of it, and I'm like, oh my god, I couldn't fucking sit there on that. Fez took his mom to see it, and they ended up making out. It was so romantic.
Memory?
It was that
Hey,
hot.
you know what? I might be confused. I don't know what happened.
Next, the New Mutants. It's an X-Men. It's
If we all were out on X-Men like the movie, I
Yeah.
don't think any of us are going to.
When's Joker coming out? Since that's the only movie I'm going to see. We got a fucking start date for that?
I'll find it right now.
Yeah, good.
October 4th, 2019.
That's a while
Oh
away.
man, I'm gonna have a nice fucking summer with no movies.
Yeah, fuck New Mutants. They're awful.
I don't want to. Yeah, no one's going to that, right?
No.
Hell no. Kingsman 3 is also coming out next year.
I miss Kingsman 2.
I didn't see either of them.
I didn't like the first one as much as everybody else did. So
I thought it was like a fun kids movie. You know, it was like
Yeah.
fucking Spy Kids or whatever those stupid movies are. So if I was a little kid, I'd be like, oh my God, I can't wait. No, wait, if I was a little kid, I was already grown up by now.
Yeah, I will not be seeing Kingsman 3.
No, me neither. I shan't be going.
I shan't be going
Too
either.
many dandies in that movie.
I like a dandy in a movie. I really do. I like people in movies that are particular about things.
I feel like the Kingsman is very particular. Like, is there one dude called the Kingsman, or is it
No.
just multiple?
No, there's-
No,
there's
but
a-
you're right. They're English dandies. There's no doubt about it. They are well put together.
Okay.
You know, but I like seeing that because I don't do it in my own life, and it's like sci-fi for me.
It's weird alternate reality.
Yeah, I like when somebody's like has like a beautiful fucking thing and they're polishing it.
Oh, sure.
Because I don't do that with anything.
So I don't think any of us. I think Vito's going to see the Kingsman.
No, I just said I didn't like the Kingsman. So
Next is Rocket Man about Elton John.
What is the reason to make a movie about Elton John? Don't we know everything there is?
There's no reason.
I mean, Elton John has probably done more interviews, you know, just being totally honest, than any human being on the planet. What could he possibly tell us?
It's just a cash grab. That's all this is. They saw that the Freddie Mercury pick came out. Oh, we should do one for Elton John too.
Oh, that's this weekend, right?
Yeah, that's this weekend.
My prediction, fucking nobody goes to see it.
Bomb Town.
Yeah, I mean, what you're going there is to see some people lip syncing to fucking Queen. And I also heard that they really play down the gay stuff.
Yeah, I heard the
which
same thing.
was what in the 70s made him dangerous because it was, really flamboyant gay when that was not, most people would be in the closet or living in Key West, San Francisco, or the Village. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you literally had to move places to be gay. If you would ask somebody and I, were you gay? Not really. You know what I mean? Like they wouldn't feel fucking safe to say so. So if you did this thing, and the weird thing about Freddie Mercury is like, he almost had a metal audience. You know what I mean? Like there were just guys going that show who were not pro-gay. And he was this flamboyant gay fucking performer who put it in everyone's faces. And they were the ones in denial now. His fans were in denial. So that, there could be, and, in the fact that like he's an Indian dude and, that's the same as being black in England at that time. They were fucking rough on those guys. Yeah. So there was probably plenty of story there, but it seems like no. And I'm going to, Elton John, he put on funny costumes. Okay. I get it. Now lip sync to Benny and the Jets. No, I don't need that.
A big no to Rocket Man from me.
I'm going. No, I'm only kidding. I'm not going.
I'm going to see it on demand.
I won't even give it that. Earl?
I'm going to wait till it's on either on demand, streaming, cable.
These guys have talked to me. I'm going to on demand it too.
I'll never see Rocket Man.
Well, we're going to be talking about it. A year after it comes out, we're all going to be talking about it.
Here's going to be the biggest scene. Benny Taupin just sent me these lyrics.
The second part of It is going to
I didn't see the first part of it.
Neither did I.
I don't like horror movies.
No, I don't like to be scared.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on it.
It grabs kids and shit too, right? Yeah, I don't watch
But
movies.
they're adults in this one.
Yeah, well, I don't care. I don't like to see adults grabbed by a fucking scary clown either.
Downton Abbey, the movie.
Oh, yes, I'm not going. Gail will be at this movie.
I've never seen the show, so I will not be going.
I watched one season of it because an ex-girlfriend enjoyed it. Boy, was it a boring piece of garbage.
I really thought that was something that you would like.
No.
There is a total genre of these, rich people upstairs, maid downstairs, they can't date.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are obsessed. And there's at least one movie like this, and they always get nominated for fucking
costume.
No, they get 22 nominations. They win for costume, but it happens every single year.
I hated this show. It was awful.
I'm going to pass on it.
I don't want a show to find out whether Master got his tea yet or not. The only way I would watch this is if they fucking revolted, went upstairs and killed everybody.
Next year, John Wick 3 Parabellum comes out.
Oh boy, it looks like he's gonna have to kill some people, huh?
Yeah, he might have to.
Now, the John Wick, I found the first one to be a delight.
Loved it.
And fun in a very violent way. The second one I would call ridiculous and stupid.
I hated it. I was really disappointed too.
Yeah,
because I really liked the first one a lot.
Yeah, I don't think you could keep running with that premise, so I won't be seeing 3.
I will see 3 third week if it's still in theaters.
Wow.
I will see it. I just want to see if they could turn it around. I like the first one that much.
I don't think I saw any of them in theaters, and I really like the first one a lot. Now, if you're a Keanu Reeves fan, and let's face it, who is it? I've got a movie for you that it's Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder. It's called Destination Wedding. It's an entire film about people getting in an airport on a plane. They bump in, do that thing where they don't like each other first. They go to the wedding, and then, you got the third act after that. They are the only 2 people that speak in the entire fucking movie, okay? Only 2 people having dialogue. And it's some kind of witty, quick, snappy dialogue. and it may be the worst piece of shit. And I caught it late at night, and there was a certain point that I said out loud, I don't want this movie to ever end. It's 3:30 in the morning, and I'm watching this fucking. I really felt like a bad Coke experience.
Oh gosh,
where you're like, I don't want to shut my eyes, I might die.
I can't wait to see. I saw the trailer for this, but now that you've seen it and given that review, I definitely want to watch it. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that comes out July of next year.
Oh,
that's a Quentin Tarantino.
I thought it would be
Manson
December.
movie.
I will see this in the theater, and I will see this opening weekend.
I will as well.
When is it coming out?
July 26th, 2019.
I agree with Vito. This seems more like a winter movie.
Yeah. I'm going to see it.
We might be at JFL when this movie comes out.
Oh,
and
shit.
And I'll be seeing it in French Canadian.
They have a nice movie theater over there. It's like 2 blocks from the hotel.
Who cares, Vito? And in the middle of all this, who cares?
I'm going to see it week 2.
I'm going to see it the Monday because I know it's going to be big crowds.
Yeah, I'm going to sit with the. No, you know what? I'm going to see it in a screening before. That's how I've seen his last, 4 or 5 movies. Delightful to see in a screening room. And you know what? I'm going to demand to be on that fucking press tour.
I know.
If not, you're getting the Eddie Furlong fucking.
Oh,
you're getting the Eddie. Just admit that you will get the Eddie Furlong face tattoo.
I'll get Eddie Furlong face tattoo.
Yeah, and body.
It's
going to be Eddie's body all the way down.
It's going to be
It'll
weird.
end at your knees. It'll be so fucking cute. So I have out of the 39 must-see movies, I'm seeing 2.
I think I'm up to 5. I think with John Wick in this.
I think I'm 2 too.
Yeah.
I think I've said yes to a decent amount.
Earl has only said yes to black movies.
Toy Story 4 also comes out.
Oh, I thought this was over. It's still going on?
Yeah, there's another 10 movies.
No, I haven't seen 3.
I've seen all of them, and I'll be at this.
Toy Story 1 is the only Pixar movie I've ever seen. I'm going to keep it that way. I will not be saying.
Okay, bad boy.
4.
Is Randy Newman doing music?
They're not saying.
I'd imagine.
Earl, you're going to see it.
I will not see it. I haven't seen any of them, to be quite honest.
Oh, you'd love them,
Yeah.
Earl. You love astronauts and cowboys.
If you like friendship,
Spider-Man Far From Home, sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming.
Well, who's the girl in this?
that's Zendaya.
What's her story?
She's like the popular young actress. I want to say teeny bopper.
What have she done?
She's in Disney shows mainly, but she's just getting these big roles now. I don't know
Not
anything
one
else
that you
she's
can
in.
mention.
No, I've only seen her in the Spider-Man movie. She was on an episode of Blackish. I'm going to see Spider-Man Far From Home. I've seen every.
Well, I'll just say this. Dante Nero was also in Blackish, and I wish he was doing this.
Hobbs and Shaw. This is an offshoot of the Fast and the Furious franchise.
Love Hobbs, hate Shaw. There's nothing I dislike more than rock movies.
They're all pretty terrible.
Anytime I try to watch it on TV, I fucking skip out. I don't smell what he's cooking. Okay?
That's a problem for him.
Yeah.
I didn't see the last Fast and the Furious in theater, so I don't see myself going to see this.
I'm proud to say I've seen none of the Fast and Furious
Really?
movies, and
Not
I
even
will
the
not
first
see this
one?
one.
They are faster and more furious than you would even think. I did see the first one, and I liked it. And I saw the Japanese one.
Tokyo Drift
Tokyo
is
Drift.
my favorite.
And it was bizarre. You know what I mean? It was
So
just a
fucking
weird
strange.
late night movie.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going to put it
exactly
up there
what it
with
is.
Destination Wedding.
I won't be seeing Hobbs and Shaw. I never saw any of the Fast and Furious with Rock in it.
No, me neither.
Frozen 2 is coming out in 2019.
I've not seen Frozen 1, so I will not see Frozen
I had
2.
to see Frozen 1. We had somebody coming in. I can't remember.
Josh Gad.
Josh Gad.
And as this movie started, I went like this. I was in the screening room. I went, oh my God. I literally made that fucking sound. At the end of it, I said, no child wants to see this movie. This movie is going to be the only thing, like, fucking Josh Gad came in 45, 50 minutes into the movie. He did like a funny thing that reminded you of a cartoon, but the other stuff didn't. It was like fucking weird cosplay. And I'm like, oh, no one's going to like this. This is like a room with a view for fucking children. They loved it.
Let it go.
It made $17 billion. Putin cried when he saw that movie. So no, we're not.
I'm
The
passing.
Lego Movie 2. The second part.
Passing.
No, I'm not going to see this.
I saw it on demand. I'll see that on demand.
The Lion King live action.
This is opening night for me. I'm in. I'm all in.
Why?
It's Childish Gambino and Beyonce doing the soundtrack.
Are they in the movie?
They're starring.
Okay, so doing the soundtrack. It's not just that. They're literally singing the songs.
Yeah, they're singing the songs. They're starring in the movie. Seth Rogen is Pumbaa.
I don't know who that is in the first place.
Oh, Timon and Pumbaa. They were delightful characters.
The warthog or the meerkat?
That's the warthog.
Okay.
But I'm
He
all
was
in.
the gay one, right, in the movie? I know my kids used to have the movie on all the time, so I've seen enough of it to be in the other room and hear the soundtrack.
Timon was Nathan Lane. That was the meerkat.
So he was the gay one.
Yeah.
I think so.
But, I mean, he kind of played gay in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going
I
to
won't
pass
be
on The
seeing
Lion King.
I'm not going to see this. Never even saw it on Broadway.
No, I haven't either. It's right
That
around
wasn't
the
a
corner.
requirement.
No, it is right around the corner. And if any of us cared, we could have been there.
Been there for a long time.
And they say it's unbelievable. It's like one of the most incredible visual things ever done. I've seen enough fucking clips of that to go, oh, someday I'll take a kid to that. But I never did.
I saw it opening week.
At Broadway?
Yeah. My
You
mom
love
won
it?
a contest. Yeah, as a kid, I loved it. I was obsessed with it.
She won a contest or she blew a guy? Which was
I
it?
don't know. I think it was part of the contest.
Brie Larson is going to be starring as Captain Marvel.
Oh, and she's not out of a, like she's stuck in a room with her kid?
That's a different film. She's
Well, what a great idea. Fucking take a beautiful woman and cover up her entire body.
It's also 90s nostalgia. It's set in the 90s. The commercial, she lands in a blockbuster.
Oh, shit.
I'll remember.
I love the 90s, man. I love his grunge playing.
I won't be seeing this shit box movie.
I'm going to see it on demand.
I'm going to pass.
I haven't even seen most of these kind of movies on fucking demand or even regular.
I've been watching most of those on demand. Like, I just saw Ant-Man on demand.
How was it?
It was funny.
Yeah, too.
It was funny for a superhero movie. It wasn't actually a good comedy.
Aladdin is now coming out.
Yeah, with Will Smith, and I'm fucking all in. I'll see that week one.
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie, Jesus, how fucking the mighty have fallen. Guy Ritchie's known for having big budget fucking failures
Yeah,
still.
like he did that King Arthur movie recently.
Yeah, this could be fucking fantastic.
Star Wars Episode 9. That's coming out next year.
Pretty sure I didn't see 8.
It was fucking horrifically bad. It was shot. It was so terrible.
I still haven't seen Solo. And that's around.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
I haven't liked any of them, but I'm going to see it in theaters just because I've seen every other one in theaters, and I'm going to hate it.
First night, dressed up like a Wookiee. Please, dress up like a Wookiee and go to it.
I saw the last one first night, and I bought tickets like the day of.
Was the last one the one that Mark Hamill died in?
Yeah.
Oh, then I did see that on TV.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I think on a flight. It was fucking horrible.
Wait, maybe I haven't seen that in the theater because it was over Christmas. Maybe.
Yeah.
I might have saw it like at the end of Christmas vacation.
And finally, the last of the 34 films Digital Spy says we got to see in 2019, Avengers 4.
Let's take a look at all the Avengers here. They're not even a picture of fucking Iron Man in the thing?
No, it's just Black Panther, Captain America, Black Widow, and I don't know, the dude with one arm.
That's Bucky.
Bucky.
I thought that was Aquaman there.
Wrong universe.
Looks like Black Panther gets to bring all of his friends. No one else does.
Yeah,
This is from. I'm pretty sure this is from the last one when they fought on Wakanda. The still. I'm gonna see it.
I'll see a bootleg or wait for it to come on demand.
Now,
I'll
Earl.
borrow Chris's bootleg.
Oh, you're not going to see it,
No.
even though it's got all the Black Panthers. Now, Wakanda is the only livable part of Africa. You would think
I don't know, but only
they're
little.
the only fucking part of Africa that could possibly get a major league sports team.
It's technologically advanced.
But they're still cannibals, right?
No,
All right, then I got to stop listening to people.
no cannibals.
It's too bad. So you won't go see them if there's white people with them.
I have not seen. I haven't seen any of the Avengers movies.
We're missing out.
But Black Panther's in it now.
Yeah, but I loved Black Panther, and I didn't expect to love the Black Panther movie, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
I saw on TV, so I don't get the full thing. half of it. I had to do something. I go, oh, I'll finish this later. Never went back. It wasn't like I was hating it because I was just amazed that such a thing could be made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And it is like when I saw how many little black kids were going crazy for it and they were going viral, I was like, well, that's nice. These kids have something. You know, I think there should be kids' movies.
Yeah.
I have a bigger problem, like with Halloween, when adults act like it's for them.
Yeah, and
That's what bothers me. When people like Earl dress up like Black Panther and go to the movie.
I just dressed as a black person.
Oh, that could be a great movie, Black Person, starring Earl Douglas. All right, let's break here. Come and see me in Poughkeepsie tomorrow night.
That's happening in Poughkeepsie at Laugh It Up Comedy Club, laughitup.net for tickets.
Right back, Bennington. Bennington show. What a Friday, guys.
Hell of a Friday.
What a Friday. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be back home in Poughkeepsie. Can't wait for that. I mean, just to see the old gang again, you know, to get back together. I think I'm going to go have a shake with everybody at the diner, you know, just like the old days we do after the big Friday night football games.
Ron will be at Laugh It Up Comedy Club in Poughkeepsie. Go to laughitup.net for tickets. That's tomorrow night.
If I get the chance in the afternoon, I'm going to stop by the old high school, Poughkeepsie High, see how the old Iron Yellow Jackets are doing. We were bees that were made out of iron. Oh,
Cool.
yeah, it was fantastic. It's great up there. I'd like to get out to the Lookout Point. Let's say I took a gal out there, and even a couple of guys on different occasions. Not for that.
Oh.
You homophobic bastard.
Oh, all right. I was confused.
Yeah, we do each other's taxes. It's a Poughkeepsie thing.
Po Town.
What do you mean by that?
Like Po's like short for Poughkeepsie? Call it Po Town.
No, we call it Poughkeepsie. It's an insult to shorten the name of our town.
Didn't realize that.
You
That
call
was
this
fun.
Newtown? Is that where you live?
I do not.
Yeah, so don't go around. Or over in the store, you call that Ass Town?
No, I just call it Astoria.
Yeah. But you want to take Poughkeepsie and just squeeze it down to it's almost nothing. People have tried to do that to us over the years. You know, a lot of famous people were born in Poughkeepsie.
Oh, like who?
Neil Diamond is from Poughkeepsie, which is... and two of the three Wright brothers, which we were proud of.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they moved away before the baby was born. Fred Savage. Fred Savage.
Was it Grinder?
Yes, from the old show The Grinder. And now the Deadpool 2 Night Before Christmas.
Okay.
Maybe that's something you don't know about, huh?
No, I haven't been keeping up on
They're
Deadpool.
taking Deadpool 2
Okay.
and they're putting it out now as a PG-13. And Fred Savage is going to be in it like it was that fucking story of The Princess Bride. He's going to be talking to Fred Savage, who's laying in bed.
Oh.
Maybe you don't know everything, huh?
I didn't know shit about that.
You know, doesn't know anything.
Well, he knows some things. Earl, I notice you're staying out of this.
Keep it clear.
This is interesting. Pete Townsend was born in Poughkeepsie.
I thought it was a London guy.
Well, he was raised in England, but he was an anchor baby. Not a lot of people know that about him. Little anchor baby.
Learn a lot about Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, Potown.
Wait, so you can't call it that?
Well, it was a play on Motown because of all the music that came out of there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The Shirelles, Poughkeepsie group, singing group. I think you're familiar with them, aren't you, Earl?
Yeah.
And this might even interest you, Earl. Eli Whitney was from Poughkeepsie.
You invented the cotton gin?
Not just cotton gin, all gin. And that's why it's called a cotton gin. He was drinking when he invented it.
What a great man.
Thank you.
He's added
Yes,
a
that
lot.
means a lot. Boo. I heard from a lot of my friends they're not going to be able to make it. They're agoraphobic. So, agoraphobia seems to be very, very big in Poughkeepsie.
Is that the one where you can't leave the home?
Well, you won't leave the home.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I'm sure you can. But if you get outside, you get dizzy, you know? Which I guess I have what I would call weekend agoraphobia. I like to stay down, you know, watch my shows, catch up a little bit on some sleep.
I can't stand a germaphobe. Those are the fucking worst to me. Where you can't you're constantly Purelling, like anyone who carries Purell on their belt.
Oh, I had no idea what that was. I thought you meant you were against Germans.
Oh, no.
I thought you were a German phobe.
So fine people.
Really? Tell that to fucking, you know who?
Modern
6
day.
million.
Modern day German.
I used to carry Purell around just because, like if you take the subway a lot, sometimes you like touch your eye after you touch a bar, and then you
It's
just
disgusting.
yeah, then you're fucked, and then you're just itchy. And
So your big problem is you hate anybody that uses Purell.
Purell, because that means they're a germaphobe, because they constantly think, oh my God, I'm going to get sick or whatever. It's not going to happen. You're supposed to have germs.
People don't get sick?
People get sick, but not because they're riding the subway, not Purelling.
What about cold and flu season?
Cold and flu season, just wear gloves. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, so you're okay with someone who wears gloves to not get germs, but not someone who Purells it down.
you sound like a Purellophobia, and that's
Yes,
my
it is.
least favorite
Yeah.
phobia is when people are Purellophobias.
I'll tell you this. I've been told by the lawyers not to push, but I drink mine. In case any germs get my gut. You know, Jeffrey Gurian wears his on his, like a little fucking 6-shooter.
He has like a lanyard connected to it. It's annoying to me.
So what your problem is right now is Jeffrey Gurian.
No, I
and
love
you're
Jeffrey
hiding
Gurian.
behind this massive German phobe thing that you have.
No, the germaphobes, they need to get
Do you get a
over it.
flu shot every year?
I've never gotten a flu shot.
I get one every year.
Never got one.
Oh God, you'd love it, Earl. It's so good. Why? What are you worried about? Needle? Oh, you're a needle phobe.
I'm a needle phobia.
There are a lot of people are. I don't like that. I don't like people that are afraid of a needle. It's a needle.
Yeah.
It's where the medicine and the fun drugs come in. You'll never be a decent junkie. You'll be like, I want to snort it. Everyone else is like, come on, Earl. Fucking wasting our heroin.
I never had an issue with needles or getting shots until one time, like I had to go in and get blood drawn, and they had to take a lot, and just seeing the blood come out got to me.
Yeah, don't look at it.
It never got to me before, but fuck
You know, there's even, see, that's different. There are people who can't look at blood. That's different from having a needle phobia. They can't see any kind of blood, which is, you're fucking mainly blood, dude.
They're just blood bags.
It's like you fucking hate yourself.
I have no problem with needles, no problem with blood. It doesn't bother me at
What
all.
about bloods? Like,
But first of all,
I'm fine with them.
you seem like a guy who's trying to get into the mafia. I have no problem cutting up a body. I hate the sound of a bone saw going through a thigh bone. You don't like that, Earl?
No.
What do you hate in other people? What kind of phobia do you hate now that we're on this fucking weird?
And any type of bugs where they go.
You don't like bugs? Or you do like them?
I have no problem because I could just step on them and squash them. And,
Right.
But there's some people like, I can't
But what if
deal
one
with it.
crawls up your asshole? Will you like that?
No.
Sounds like somebody has a bug problem.
As a child, I'd lose my mind if there was a fly or a moth.
A fly?
Or a moth. In something that's not going to hurt anyone. Yes. I was a little pussy when I was a kid.
Moth,
I would fucking lose it.
moth, I kind of get, but fly like a fucking.
Oh, I didn't like that at all. I lost it,
With
man.
the like the little ones or the big fruit
Both.
ones. And
If
then
a fucking horsefly came in the house, it was over for me.
That's it for you.
Man, a horsefly fucking hurts. A horsefly, it doesn't even feel like you're being bit. It feels like you're being hit with a fucking hammer.
fucked up.
Like the claw side of a hammer. I can't believe, and I haven't had it in a long time, but I can't believe how bad a fucking horsefly can bite you.
It's awful. Yeah, it's really fucking painful. And like, I was never even like bit by a bug or anything as a kid, just seeing them, knowing they were in the
But
house.
most bugs don't bite. You afraid of a mosquito?
As a child, yeah, it freaked me out. Like if anything was flying around that wasn't a
Sounds
bird.
like somebody's agoraphobic and a germaphobe. That's what a lot of people's problem is. They think they have like gotten fucking sick from it. Like a lot of people be like, "What is this?" And they'll show me like I go, "I don't know, bug bite." And they're like a tick. Like, do I have a Lyme disease? I go, "What the fuck are you panicking about? If you have Lyme's disease, you have it.
It's over. Whatever.
It isn't over."
I mean, you're fighting
You
against
live
Lyme
with it.
disease. I mean, you're just going to have to deal with it.
I just want to say anybody with Lyme's disease, we're not counting you out. Chris Stanley, we believe you can win this battle.
I've lied to people my whole life that I'm allergic to bees just because bees freak me out. And then I'll get all afraid and I'll go, you don't understand. I can fucking die if I get stung by this bee. And when anybody asks about an EpiPen, I say I can't afford them.
I think they're cheap now, aren't they?
Now they are, but that was my lie for years. So now I got to come up with a new thing to be a little pussy around bees.
I love when things used to be expensive and they're cheap. That always fucking cracks me up. Like, who's the fucking assholes who ran out and got that early?
Like an iPad? iPads are really cheap now.
It could be anything, Chris.
Just say I'm just throwing it out there.
VCR?
VCRs are basically free.
You need a VCR.
It used to be a big deal if you had a VCR. Everybody in your neighborhood wanted to come over and see it. You know, when you were bringing up bees, I remember like me and my friends when we were like really little, like fucking 4. Unlike you guys, I had a yard, and there would be like those little, like there would be bees all the time. There was a little yellow fucking plant. I don't know what they are. So we said like, if you're not a pussy, you have to sit on the bee. And kids would always be just like hanging their ass over the bee and then trying to drop hard enough that you would kill the bee. You didn't want to just settle down in the bee. You get stung. You wanted to hit it fast enough. And like somebody's mom would always come out and like, stop laughing those bees. You know what I mean? Then we would all run like we could get away from a mom. Oh, let's run away and start our own fucking commune somewhere.
Scatter.
I ran away from more adults, and I wasn't even allowed off the block when I was that little. Boom, 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 boom. I don't like you guys with all the fucking fears you have.
No, I'm mad at people with germaphobes, and
yeah, but then you went into the whole thing.
You went into your fucking bug thing, which is really seriously embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. I think back, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? A bug isn't going to bother me.
No, some bugs will, but the ones you were saying, you said flies and moths.
Would you get so upset you jerk off in front of your parents again? That's something you should have been afraid of.
I gotta calm down.
I don't know anyone who does stranger things than Chris Stanley because he'll seem really normal. But I remember, this is my weirdest fucking thing for a guy who grew up in New York. It's when we had to be in Jalk for like a couple of, I don't know, like for 3-4 weeks or whatever, when Gail started the show with us.
A month, yeah.
And like we would come over here because that's where he prepped. And then we would catch a cab over. And first of all, Chris was fucking amazed because he got to, fucking expense the cab.
It was great.
But then he would, I'll get the cab. And he would walk out in the middle of 6th Avenue and just try to be fucking. I'm like, do you not know how to get a cab? He would stand in front of cabs waving, and there would be people in the back. He had never got a fucking cab before.
I was being aggressive with the fucking gang of the cab because I wanted to get a cab quickly and efficiently.
That's not what you do. Have you ever seen another fucking person walking in the middle? You just stand on the side and the cab comes by.
I know, but also there might be other people on the corner trying to get cabs. I didn't want to get fucking poached. Fuck that.
You still catch cabs the same way?
Yeah.
I'm fucking ashamed of you.
I'm aggressive with it.
That's a tourist. Like, I see tourists do that.
Right.
Like, who don't know, the light means people.
Not only a tourist, a special needs tourist. Like a special needs group that's here. Look how far you got to go now, Earl, just to cover your ass. And I'm going to fucking do it, man. I'm going to stay in the middle of every pack I can. I'm not going to be one of these guys who acts like I'm going to fucking say with it. Fuck that. This is an easy job. No, you're embarrassing sometimes, Chris.
I can be in public, yeah. I guess in private as well. Probably more so.
But, like, here's the thing.
Yeah.
You're not a weirdo. You know what I mean? Like, socially, you are okay until, like, occasionally you get just as weird as somebody could get.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I just get overzealous, I think.
Yeah.
I just get caught up in the moment.
Anyway, I'm looking at you now. It looks like you have a Prince Valiant haircut. I never know what his hair is going to do every day.
It gets wild.
You could be in the CIA constantly changing your fucking look.
I can infiltrate a foreign nation. Fucking find out some CIA bullshit.
Yeah, unless they have bugs. You're like, I'm not going to Zimbabwe. I saw fucking pictures of that shit. I'm scared.
I want to see a giant beetle. That would freak me out to this day if I saw a fucking. What's a palmetto bug? Those are from Florida, right?
Yes.
That I would.
Calm down, man. It's a fucking bug.
I don't like. They're too big. When it gets big enough. It's
Do you
not
know
a
a palmetto bug has never hurt a human being in history?
Yeah, but they're just so gigantic. It's creepy looking.
I didn't say they weren't creepy looking. Most of the planet's creepy looking shit.
You're still bigger than.
Yes, any fucking bug you're bigger than. You should be afraid of like a fucking scorpion or something. Then I'm gonna be like, yeah, careful where you fucking step down. You know what I want to do with you I'm gonna put you on Naked and Afraid.
Is that show where I have to fend for myself with like another person?
Yes, you have to fend for yourself.
It's in the title.
No, it just says I'm naked and afraid.
What do you think you're afraid of? You're afraid because you're fending for yourself against the elements.
Look, let's do it, but just here. Take your clothes off, and we'll throw fucking books at you.
Soft or hardcover?
We don't have any fucking. This is a library. You're gonna hit with a fucking dictionary.
Fuck.
How do you feel about cicadas?
I don't like those at all either. There was a giant cicada killing wasp in my girlfriend's backyard. And I just fucking had to leave. I had to go back inside. It was too fucking gigantic.
That has nothing to do with a cicada.
How'd you know it was a cicada killing?
I looked it up. I was like fucking yellow giant needle dick.
Cicadas
I
only
bet.
come out.
Put it in now. You're not gonna.
right,
you put
hold
giant yellow needle dick, and you ain't gonna get any fucking response.
I don't like what you're doing.
Cicada bug. No, I wouldn't have known cicada at the time, but wasp. Yeah, that doesn't come up at all.
No, of course it doesn't.
No, the needle dick.
The Steelers come up for some reason.
No, it's the water boy. Needle dick seed. It's
See what I mean? Occasionally, he's a real fucking weirdo. Most of the time, he's pretty cool. But there are just every once in a while, he does shit that's so fucking weird. By the way, that wasp has nothing to do with cicadas. And when I lived down in Virginia, it was one of the years, they were so fucking loud. They were just screaming. There would be millions of them screaming around the fucking clock. Everybody was like, I think I'm going to kill myself.
That sounds fucking terrible.
Yeah, my neighbor hung herself.
Oh, God, over the cicadas.
No. She had cancer. She didn't want to fucking deal with it. It didn't come back.
She went out with dignity, okay.
It didn't come back, went through all her bones. She didn't have a chance. But there was and I think there's less of them than there used to be, but these things in Florida called love bugs, and there would be bugs, I think they're only alive for a little while, and they would be fucking, right? They would just ram into each other and start fucking, but they would get so fucking packed on the highways and shit that they would fuck up engines. They would just, you'd be driving down the highway, you had to put your wipers on because there's just fucking a swarm of these fucking bugs, literally fucking bugs. But now that there's so many more homes down there, I think, we've killed off a lot of... I saw a thing that since 1970, we've killed off 40% of the fucking species of the world.
That seems like too much.
Isn't that crazy?
40%.
40%. This fucking... We're like the last generation. And unlike fucking Vito, I've lived a fun life. You know what I mean? He's going to spend the rest of his time like the road, just going around trying to find fucking cans.
just kill out the other 60% of species.
Oh, they'll already be gone once the fucking cloud over top of you blacks out the fucking sun, turning this into some kind of ugly tundra.
Do you remember that bug? It was fictional, but in The Mummy, the fucking one that went under their skin.
What makes you think I watched The Mummy?
I don't know. It was pretty big when it came out, I thought.
Everything you see is big. It fucking blows, though. Well, stop being afraid of everything, guys.
I'm going to try.
There was a kid that I knew that was like fucking terrified of thunder and lightning. And when it would fucking go off, he would just start screaming and like fucking running like he was trying to make it to his house, but he didn't know where the fuck he was going. And like thunder even. Like, first of all, if there's lightning and you didn't get hit, you're fucking safe. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not like going to be slowly coming at you. And the thunder is nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, it's just fucking noise.
This kid fucking lost his shit.
I have a lightning phobia.
Do you really?
I had I think we were playing ball, and like you're in an open field, and then this thunderstorm started happening. It was just like the light show started. I was freaking out.
Here's the thing:
I still
it's
freak
fucking correct to get out of there. You know what I mean? It's like having a fire phobia. You don't want to be in fire, but you have to use it every once in a while. It is smart to get off a fucking field in lightning. Now, I've been down in Florida where lightning hits all the time, and you would be on the beach, and that's all wide open too, right? And everybody's hair would start to go up, right? Your hair would go up because of the fucking lightning bolt. You're like, what the fuck is this?
That's creepy.
Yeah, it was fucking creepy.
It's like a fucking movie.
Dude, there was a guy who he had done something fucking crazy. Like he had stabbed his wife or something and he was running away in the fucking rain and lightning hit him and killed him. How's that for fucking weirdness?
It's like some twisted justice right there.
Yeah, except for most people are just regular people and they're hit by it. There was a dude too that was there was a lightning storm and he was out on the Tampa Bay and he was like standing up like, bring it, motherfucker. And he literally got hit by lightning.
He asked for it.
Yeah. Earl would be under the fucking bed somewhere.
My mom would she would say, get away from trees during lightning when it was raining. She would like yell at me, don't stand under trees, Christopher. You're gonna get
There's no fucking trees in the story.
I know. And she was just terrified of not lightning, but lightning hitting a tree, falling down on me.
Yeah, it's a thing to not. And she's right. It does happen though.
I feel like she fucking said it too much though. It was just fucking constant. Like I get it.
Why? I don't see you hit by a tree. Seems like she said it just enough.
I guess she did a good job.
Yeah.
You don't need to be like hit, but you could just be near the lightning, right? And you'll get fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like a bomb going off, but you could be hit by lightning and be, okay. There was some kid, my chick knew that got hit twice by lightning in his life. 2 fucking times. That motherfucker, like, if there was a cloud coming over, he's like, oh, come on. There was a dude down in Florida that was hit by lightning on a golf course in a clear blue sky. Just a fucking lightning bolt hit him. There's a lot of fucking lightning down in Florida, Earl. I'm not going to lie to you about it. And, Chris, a lot of trees.
Oh, God. I hope no one's buying those trees. At least
and palmetto bugs.
Oh, this sounds like a...
Yeah, and Florida gets all those freak storms anyway.
Well, let's not start fucking making fun of them.
I'm not. No, I'm not at all. I'm just saying.
No,
you're judging, Earl.
You sit in judgment of everything and everyone, Earl.
What makes you so great?
Nothing.
You know what makes him great. He's got 2 fucking pool jobs.
That's true.
What's going on over there at that place of yours? What's going on with the Hard Rickety?
Yeah, so I went to the bathroom. I come out and there's this big buzz in our main lobby.
Every time you come out of the bathroom, everybody's buzzing.
Like, and then I'm like, and everyone's like, "Did you hear what happened?" I'm like, "No," because it was a guy jerking off in the middle of the floor.
Was it Johnny?
And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" And we got cops everywhere, and they were right on it. Got him at it. But he's like
fucking licking them and stuff.
But apparently just dropped trout and just started going to town. People were freaking out.
This guy really likes rock.
Or is like some pants, Joe Jet's pants.
Sure. Everybody likes Joe Jet's pants.
Yeah, and I'm like, I said, I'm glad I missed this because
you'd be right next to him. No. Look like a fucking salt and pepper shaker, just going to see which one. Earl, you live a crazy fucking life, man.
I do, and just window to women, we're grabbing their kids, trying
to get closer.
I hope not.
Yeah,
the gift shop.
It was basically on the floor.
Well, isn't the main lobby the gift shop? Isn't that like
no? The gift shop is when you walk in. When it's downstairs.
When you come downstairs.
Here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Beatles stuff.
Yeah, the Beatles stuff's gone.
What?
Yeah.
They decide they stink.
No, they moved it to AC.
What did they put there?
They put Hendrix, 2 Hendrix items, like including the one the guitar he played on Dick Cavett, suit, Keith Richards guitar, Keith Richards vest. And some Dylan stuff. A Dylan guitar that John Lennon gave to him.
Yeah, but that's not all the same group. Before you had like the 4 there. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I loved it because you had McCartney's bass here, the suits, and then you had Harrison's guitar from Bangladesh.
Now, did you hear this Kid Rock story at the AC?
No.
Hard Rock? So they said he was too sick to perform. But the rumor was the night before he had ordered room service. And they took too long to get there, and he just left and went and got like a fucking helicopter. Like when Kid Rock is fucking hungry, he's hungry, man.
It's low blood sugar.
He couldn't wait the 20 minutes.
No, they said it was a while. I mean, that's a new place, right?
Yeah, and
they probably don't have all the kinks worked out. By kinks, I literally mean the band.
Great. They have great entertainment there. The lineup's amazing. They got Hall & Oates. They got, I think Steely Dan is playing there.
When is Steely Dan playing?
I think in November. End of November. I know Hall & Oates is, they're going to be there in a few weeks.
Maybe I'll go down to see Steely Dan for the 50th time.
I saw them at the Garden. They killed.
Always fucking great, man. Such great players. Hall & Oates has great players too, Earl. Don't fucking forget that. I mean, you spend a lot of time acting like, Hall & Oates players aren't good. No, they got great fucking musicians.
Oh, they always have killer guys.
It's pretty much like the same guys, but there's like a couple that come in and out, but they're like all considered the band. You know what I mean? Not even everybody has to make it.
Is G. Smith still in the band?
I don't know that. That's a good fucking question.
Because he was with them for years.
Yeah. Well, longer than you can stay with Gilda, huh?
Yeah, and he was in the SNL band he fronted the SNL band for a long time.
That'd be a great fucking gig. Because those guys, they write the little pieces of commercial music coming in and out, so they get fucking paid on that.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. They get fucking paid on that. If you can fucking, just write up a riff.
Yeah,
which I think I can.
The other, there was a show, Night Music, which was on Sunday nights on NBC.
Oh, that was the saxophone player, right?
David Sanborn.
David Sanborn, that's right. That's a fucking weird grab you just had there. Oh, that's a long time ago.
That was I love that show. That show was amazing. But I know one of the drummers that was on that show, and he said it was the greatest gig ever because you get really paid. You get paid incredibly well. They treat you great. Gear, first class, everything top notch. You get to play with whoever the guest was. He goes, hey, I got to play with Miles Davis.
Yeah.
You're sitting with Lou Reed, sitting with Miles Davis, sitting with Sting, Clapton, the whole deal.
But no music shows ever last. That's the fucking truth.
Yeah, because apparently the production costs are really high. Like the Elvis Costello show, Spectacle was amazing.
Yeah, it was a great fucking show.
But the bigger the guest, the bigger the production cost.
The bigger the guest, the harder they fall, huh? I'm going to do a show like that, but instead of music, I'm going to have the Palmetto Bugs and Chris Stanley.
This sounds like a crazy show.
When you heard about the guy jerking off at the Hard Rock, right?
Yeah.
Were you surprised your parents didn't walk in on him?
Very surprised.
Why didn't you just lock the door, dude?
There was no lock on the bathroom door. There was no lock.
You know how easy it is to put a fucking lock in?
I didn't. I was a kid. I was like fucking 14. Probably from 14 to around 18.
You know what? People at 14 fucking work.
I never had a lock on my door, but I never got caught because you just, fucking listen.
There were 3 other people living in the house. I had to fucking pick and choose my moments when I had to fucking jack.
Yeah, but just
sometimes things didn't work out.
Be on defense.
I would try to keep my.
Why did you put your ass against the door?
I would keep my left knee against the door, but sometimes my dad's coming in there. He's coming in fucking strong.
Wait, by the way, that's the only way he can come to this day.
Or pretend to catch me,
but that means
I can finally just get it out.
You were facing the door then.
Yeah. I
you walked in and you was just.
I was looking. I was like,
yeah, his dick was right there.
Yeah. I was fucking jacking. I was hard.
At least just turn around because if they come in, you.
No, if I turned around, then I couldn't try to keep the door closed.
Yeah, but if you're turned around, they come in, and you're just like, oh.
There's the thing about Chris. Once he gets something going, he does not fucking ever think again. Is this the best way of doing it? I've had to throw cold water on him sometimes to get him to stop some of the ways he preps the show.
Just turn around, man.
Stop judging me.
Turn around, Jack. Every time he goes to fucking Pornhub, it's caught jacking.
It was a formative time in my life.
I don't think so. I don't think you showed any growth whatsoever.
I just wish the people living in my house realized that door's closed. Don't fucking try to barge in. Fucking door ain't gonna be closed if someone's in there. It was a one bedroom and 4 people were living there.
I'm not trying to be a dick,
Yeah,
but
you are.
I don't have a lock. The bathroom, you have to walk through my room to get to the bathroom, and I never got caught. And you're jerking off facing the door.
Yeah. Look, dude, there was just the amount of people. There was too much traffic in the house.
But who fucking can look at a door and fucking keep an erection going?
Go to the bathroom. If you're having this much trouble, just go to the fucking bathroom.
I was in the bathroom.
That's where he was. He didn't have a room.
Yeah, I didn't have my own room, dude.
I thought you maybe found a closet or something.
No, he used to fucking sleep standing up in the corner like a fucking plant.
All right, first of all, my parents were hoarders, and then there was no room in the fucking closet because they were filled with like pay stubs from 1982, which I found in like old rent checks.
This is the first time I ever heard that your parents were hoarders.
Yeah, they were hoarders. When I eventually cleaned out the apartment after they passed away, I just found tons of old shit. Like, why is this here? Why is this in a one bedroom?
You know what? He also threw out the only pictures of his parents.
That was a mistake. I was in a fucking real purge fucking mode. And
Purge, you mean jacket and coming?
I just have a picture of my parents on the fucking bathroom door so they could look down at me so I could fucking A, get hard, B, come.
Holy shit, this door's a rocking. Don't come knocking. You fucking weirdo.
I used to have one of those Virgin Mary statues
Oh,
that I
God,
would
you
turn
don't need
down.
that.
I would be like
Sure.
I'd be ashamed and I'd turn it down. And then after a while, I was like, I don't care anymore.
Dude, I used to take my medal off every fucking time. It was like so shameful.
Yeah.
Like, please, Saint, I'm gonna fucking do something horrible. Like, it always felt like a bad fucking thing when you're Catholic. It never is like you'll see a movie and these kids are like, hey, let's go have an enjoyable fucking Jack. Not when you grew up Catholic.
Did you confess about it?
No, I don't fucking tell those fuckers nothing. I give them my usual. Nothing fucking happened.
When I was a kid, I was big on confession. I'd be like, I'd be too nervous. I'd like be like trying to find a way to say I jerked off, and I'd be like, I would have fun on my own.
Oh God.
myself.
That's awful. We were talking about my uncle the other day. He was the guy that invented, hey, I want to do this face to face. He didn't want to be in there. He said, can we go somewhere, Father? I had a lot of time to talk to you. Yeah. And here's the thing. He was a bullshitter, so I don't know what he was talking because he told me he was in 2 different motorcycle clubs.
What?
Yeah. He would go out, he'd say, come out to the garage. You see this? I got to keep this bike away because me, and then he would say the local fucking gang. I still don't want to fucking bring it up. Me and the blanks got in some trouble. Let's just say somebody got hurt. Now I got to keep this in here so the cops don't see it. I'd be like, fuck. And then I'd say to my brother, you know about, and he'd be like, stop it. He's not in any fucking gang. He goes, he's got a Honda. They don't fucking permit a Honda to be in a fucking gang. I'm like, oh, yeah, now I know. But I didn't, Chris. I was like, you just caught against the fucking door.
On the toilet.
Wait, you're on the toilet?
I would say the toilet.
Where did the fucking door open into the toilet?
Yeah. It's like the door would open, and then, like, say you walk into the room, you open the door, and directly to your right would be, against the wall, would be the toilet.
What is this, an urban trailer?
Also, no tank on the toilet. I always found it weird on TV shows. Why is there a tank on the back of that toilet? This is very odd. And I always looked down on people who had tanks on their toilets for some reason. I was like, it's much more efficient to not have the tank because you're not going, like, when someone goes in the tank to fix it or whatever. Like,
how often does that even happen?
Television shows that happen a lot where people like hiding shit in the tank. I'm like, what the fuck's going on there? I was like, I just have this thing connected directly to the wall and I don't have to fix shit.
Because when you're trying to jerk off into the tank,
your mom flushes the toilet and all this cum goes down the side like the fucking Shining blood. Holy shit. See what I tell you? He's a fucking strange dude. He seems normal, but he's fucking bizarro world.
like you looked at the shower with the curtain that was like hidden, and you went, "Fuck that! I'm not gonna go behind."
Well, okay, you thought I should have gone into the tub behind the curtain and jacked? No,
Better than sitting
I
facing.
could slip.
I never
too
said
fucking
turn the
dangerous.
shower on. I said just go into the dry shower.
Your ideas are terrible. I was way on top of it more than you.
I never got
Get
caught.
caught.
All right, we got to wrap this up. I'll see you at Poughkeepsie tomorrow night. Laugh It Up in Poughkeepsie. Go to laughitup.net for tickets. I'll be totally honest. I have nothing to say to you people, though. I gotta think of some stuff between now and then. I might bring Chris up and just have him telling his jacking stories while I throw books at him.
You guys want to hear about me jerking off?
Pull your chairs up closer.
You all surprised me.
I think the worst thing he said to Al that he never had the tank on the top of his toilet.
Yeah.
It's a fucking piece of ceramic. It costs about $1.380.
Well, I mean, in an apartment building, there wasn't a fucking tank.
That's not true. I've lived in an apartment building my entire life.
Every fucking apartment building has fucking tanks.
Never.
Go with your neighbors. Knock on the door when you get home and say, look, here's $20. Can I take a look at the tank in the toilet?
Someone came up at work. I got to take a look at your fucking toilet. Oh, wow, tank. Classy, man.
In fucking jail, there's a fucking tank. There's not an open thing there.
That seems like they shouldn't be having that. That's where you can hide contraband.
All right. That's it for us. Anything else you want to plug, Chris?
Well, that's it. You'll be in Poughkeepsie tomorrow night.
Okay. LaughItUp.net for tickets. That's it for us. Have a great weekend, everybody.